So I have heard the lamentations of the players, and I have listened. Basically, just to make life easier, I know I roll a lot of ability. I have been rolling ability checks for you guys, but really, a new cool feature that just came out in D&D Beyond, like I posted on the Discord. Some of you guys have tested it already, and I don't even need to open your character sheets up anymore. So originally, I had all your character sheets opened up, and I was able to I would roll on your character sheet. But then Marcus last week noticed he was like saw the roll pop up. So this was a feature that was put in, launched I think last week. So that's why I didn't never noticed it. But you guys are going to make all your rolls in there, so you can make every roll. I think in D&D Beyond now. So essentially, what that means is you have tabletop up, you have Zoom up, but you also have a browser thing up, or you can use the mobile app because I think it still logs in. So, for instance, Marcus just made a roll with this Sword of the Holy Testimony, and there's still the animation from the game, and I noticed that's something in development. So now everyone can see the rolls, similar to what it is on Tabletop Simulator. But now instead of flipping back and forth between tabletop and so on from your D&D Beyond sheet to tabletop, you now can just use D&D Beyond. So you don't, what I probably will do then, so certain things like Noni's wolf form, for instance, that's not incorporated. So some of the more complex logic, like hitting with Great Weapon Master, is not in D&D Beyond. So that means you could still use, what I still like about tabletop is those auto scripters. All your rolls can be made in D&D Beyond. So for newer players like Irina, Mallory, and you guys are actually not so new anymore after your third or fourth game. You're really kind of, I think, slipping into the groove. But that way, too, D&D Beyond is just so helpful from the character sheet standpoint. So you can see, like, oh, did I use my action? Did I use my bonus action? Did I use my reaction? And so on. And so sometimes that can get really complex. Now, from the DM side, from the Dungeon Master side, it's a little more different. I have to make stuff. They have a beta version of Encounter Builders, but it's still not as great as I want it. It's the same thing also with the Initiative. So I'll probably end up programming a tool on a different website eventually of actually how to incorporate all that. So eventually we'll probably get rid of this initiative counter here too, guys. And we'll actually improve it. It'll be in a web browser form. Because right now, like when I roll initiative, I have to rearrange everything, and also it's easy to lose track. So I just want to be able to hit a next button, so I don't have to manually drag things. So I'm in a web browser myself, which is all shared through someone. But then I can also build encounters around it. But then, so it's a little bit of work, but it's not too bad. Some rolls, if I do want to roll something in secret, I have a special board that's like back here, which you guys can't see, which has all kinds of dice on it. And I'll just make a D20 roll like this. Now, obviously, you'll still hear it. That's if I want you to hear it. But I might create, again, through another application, a way to somehow tie in some of the data from your guys' sheets. But we'll work on it. It's just a work in progress. But for now, and for the foreseeable future, we'll use D&D Beyond. So even if you want to make an attack roll, you can either use D&D Beyond, but especially like ability checks. So feel free to make your own. If I say, hey, do this ability check, and feel free to call me out and question me. Be like, hey, should I roll that as a stealth roll? Or this and that. So like Esmeralda, you're always asking, like, Esmeralda, I think you really know your character. So if you want to make a stealth roll, we can just look back in the game log. So I don't have to like constantly ask you like, oh, are you going to do this or that? It's kind of a 50-50 thing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe 60-40, you to me. It's just like you guys manipulating the game tokens. The next thing I did was I created, so like for instance, you have Dazing Shot out here. Now, for instance, Mallory. So I have something over here on every one of your, so eventually we'll probably end up, guys, just deleting a lot of the scripted rollers, including the saving roll scripted rollers, because you're going to roll all your saves in D&D Beyond. We'll try it out today. The next game, probably all these scripted rollers for the most part will be gone. because you won't need, theoretically, you won't need to make it, right? Because if you're making a D20 roll, well, it's based on your ability scores, right? So it's tied to something, to your character sheet. So I'm not just going to ask you to roll. Like, I might have one of these scripted rollers out for you to roll D20 for some random reason, but that's it. Now, what I'm trying to do too, kind of make the game a little cooler. So essentially, then what is tabletop? If you think about it, well, tabletop is just the virtual place where the board is at. How you feeling, Mist? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm like all over the place today.
You seem a little frazzled.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'll learn as I go.
I'm giving you a hug right now
Aw, thank you.
to kind of cheer you up. Because I know you're entangled by the druid, so hopefully you don't get screwed.
Yeah, I really hope I don't.
Okay. So, but next to your guys' board, so below your hit points and stuff like that. So I think D&D Beyond, you guys still can't see each other's hit points. And this is kind of cool, but I still want you guys to manage your hit points because I don't have your character sheets open. Because I'm not going to be able to micromanage it. I just want to be able to quickly look on the board and say, oh, what's your current hit points and stuff. But below the hit HP markers, which I put there, which Noni was asking as well, they're at the head of the table up here. Someone put a fog cloud bag over here. So
Correct.
Whose bag was this? I think that was Sinros's bag. Did you put that over here? Because you can cast fog cloud.
And I haven't taken my fog cloud out.
Sinros is the fog cloud. Yours.
So something happened here with Sinros. Oh, I know what happened. So Sinros is a little different. Your bag is up here. So I noticed that tabletop, I think after they patched it, when you go to search and try to drop in the bag, it doesn't work. So you have to take the item and directly drop it over the bag to actually drop it in. So Sinros, for instance, I put spell effects for everything. So say, like Sinros, you want to cast an illusion of yourself. I drop out Sinros illusions. And I can just drop and drag this little guy I've created here with a little effect, right? And that's an infinite amount. It's using an infinite bag. So I can constantly, when I'm done doing it, I just take it and I drop it back in the bag. But like, hey, and I went through all your guys' spell sheets to trying to figure out, okay, what you're doing. So here's like a cool magic missile effect.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
So I try to make your guys, I want to make your guys' characters feel cool, obviously, right? And so Noni kind of already has that with a lot of her shape-shifting stuff with her model incorporated. That's somehow flipped over. But this also, like, so everybody has this stuff. This basically bendings. So like, for instance, so let's just try it out quickly with Mist real quick. Mist, you bless some people, right?
Yeah. It was
First of all, Mist is Bless is a concentration spell. So let's flip that over. So you scroll over your concentration token in front of your player sheet right here and hit the F key. So let's go over here. I'm helping you guys out a little bit because this is really cool stuff, I think. It makes your characters, give them special effects, and it kind of gives it kind of more of a video game feel, I think. But I think it's kind of cool. And you guys can tell me what you think. So, Miss, I'm over here by your sheet.
Oh.
By your part of the table. So here's your concentration token. You highlight over this with your little hand. Hit the F key. Perfect. So that means you're concentrating on Bless. So if you get attacked, you have to make a concentration roll. Right? And that's 10 plus the damage divided by 2. Let's go to your bending / spells. So in the world of Zen, Sinros knows this, but one thing I try to make the world more immersive, I think of spells as just merely bending reality. Bending reality to the caster's will or the bender's will. So that's just to make the game more complex. I call them bendings, but you guys can also call them spells if you want to. So I'm going to right click this bag, Mist, I'm still on your side of the table.
Okay.
Right click this bag, hit search. Let's pull out Bless. So drop the Bless right over here, like the bag right here maybe. Where'd you move it? I hear bags moving. So you see Bless, it's the second one.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Do I just
Let-
click
let
and
me-
drag it out?
Yep, click and drag it out. I maybe have to close the bag out. So that's your
Okay.
dazing. That's your Neil. I see you messing with that over there. That's your thing, right?
Hmm?
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So did you pull it out, Mist? There you
Yes.
go. Perfect. So this is your bless. Now, obviously, what this is so I just pull out this effect. So I just drop and drag it out. Just so whoever you bless, plop those by that. You're going to take this icon and plop it by their character, so we don't forget. And so
It's
instead
like
of
a
using,
little alien.
yeah, it's effect. It's one of the effects I could find. So who did you bless? You blessed Marcus.
Marcus, Noni.
Yep. And that should say,
And
if you highlight over the effect, it'll say bless. Pretty cool, huh? And so there's tons of stuff like that, guys. I've gone through your entire spell character sheets and tried to add effects and things like that. Who else did you bless? You blessed 3 people.
Mallory.
Okay. I don't think I've given you guys permission to delete those tokens. So as the DM, I'm the only one who can delete them. But if you want to remove them, you can drop them, move them over to your side of the table. If you feel like, hey, I'm done casting it and the DM is just being slow or whatever, right? So also too, like what makes it great now, like if you need to roll a saving throw, use D&D Beyond. So obviously it's going to be a little bit of practice. And I know Noni was complaining last week, and for good cause, me ruining all your fun of dice rolling. I understand like rolling dice is a fun thing. For me, it's really not a big deal because I want to do it, but
Is Belgium there with you guys?
the pizza rolls
Close your door up here.
are ready. So basically, I want to have you guys roll a lot more of your rolls. I don't think it's really a big deal. It's just like, say if you're trying to draw information out of the Burgomaster, for instance, I don't want you to know if you rolled low or high. Because if I give you information, you're like, well, did I roll high or didn't I? That's kind of where it is as far as an RP standpoint. It's not a big deal, but we can change it going forward.
And also just the simulated roller on D&D Beyond is very satisfying.
You like it? And I know
Yeah,
they're
it's
adding
not bad,
dice
you
and
just-
stuff like that too.
I
They're
have
adding
Yeah, you
special
just
dice.
chuck it
On
and you
there.
can see if you're like slightly fucked or just not. And it has really good physics and I really like it.
Good.
I'm just gonna say, like, I have a bunch of custom dice that I've gotten through pre-ordering the stuff on D&D Beyond, and
Yeah.
it's so satisfying because I am a dice goblin. I have like over 100 sets of different dice.
Yeah.
So like, I have not been able to use physical dice in so long. It's really problematic.
Any
Yeah.
questions before we begin?
Um,
I have one. So
Sure,
when
go
you
ahead,
cast
Anya.
a spell on D&D Beyond
Sure.
and you roll for it, if it uses multiple dice, will it roll multiple dice?
It will. It's just
Okay.
a point and click.
Okay.
It makes it
Awesome.
way easier than the scripted roller that we're using because with the scripted roller, you have to like program everything. It's a 2-step process. So
Yeah.
Occam's razor, right, guys? We're going to eliminate the stuff that does not need to be done.
and also the fun thing with D&D Beyond with checks, they're already adding your modifier. So
So-
you just have to click on the square and it rolls with you with the modifiers.
And that's the way, being a techie, nerdy kind of guy. I've done it in tabletop stuff, and I've played, the Baldur's Gates games, and I prefer personally just automating it because the story is sort of what you want to play, right? And you don't want to fuck with all the math. Sinros, can you scoot up or turn your camera down a little bit? You're just a little shrunk again.
I'll just
I know
sit up.
I know your character's short, but we don't want to chop your head off.
Please have your entire session with you only seeing.
Yes, because your name, the way it is set on the frame, is like that. So let's kind of begin. What happened with you guys last time is you guys left Madame Avis Tenef. She guys read you your fortune. She dropped out 5 cards, which all told you about items or things that you could do to affect the Barovia if you actually want to try to escape Barovia. And the only way to really escape Barovia is trying to stop Strahd somehow. You guys took camp there that night. You guys got up in the morning, left, went to Crest, did some shopping, went down to the shrine. I forgot to play some cool music, by the way, there I had set up for you, Noni and Mist. Some really cool music. And You guys, of course, did a lot of stuff, but you guys wanted to keep the blood oath with the burgomaster, Dimitri. So you guys traveled 4 hours south to the Wizard of Wines, where Dimitri basically said a couple days ago the Druids had they had been under attack from these Druids for a while. I kind of messed up the story a little bit. But they had been under attack from some Druids for a while now, and their winery had gotten overtaken by them, by these Druids. They don't know why the Druids are there. Dimitri, you guys never really knew about it. Even if you would have asked him, he doesn't know exactly why they're there. They assume that they're looking for the amber or the crystal that is used to make or enhance the wine. Dimitri doesn't know where the crystal came from. It's just always kind of been there in the family, and it's how they've made wine in your time in Zin for the last decade or so, or a couple decades, relatively speaking. But you guys are now in Barovia. We're here at the wine place. We were at you guys were attacking. You guys waited out there for a couple rounds. I've already messed this encounter up by dropping in the wrong models. But that's okay. We'll just keep the same models. And I've removed 4 of the models for consistency to keep the encounter consistent. So I removed them off the back. But my turn isn't over because we play hard mode. What we're going to do, so the guys I've attacked with, I took the models, I put out the right models. I had the right models in a different bag, but of course, me kind of being caught off guard, I didn't check that bag. So I have all these models already ready to go. So anyways, what's happened is a druid is speaking out here in Druidic. Noni is the only person that understands it. He basically commanded them all to kill you guys. He's dirty. He's got mud on his face. He's kind of like a mountain folk. That's the best way. He's like, yeah, exactly. And what we're going to do is these guys are going to actually sprint up. These monsters are going to use a sprint action to actually get into combat with you. Now, when someone uses a sprint action, they use their entire action, their regular action, their bonus action, all their actions, and whatever creature they cross that's hostile gets an attack of opportunity on them. So we're going to try it out. These guys don't move very quick. So this guy is going to move up to Irina. So you get the option now to do an attack of opportunity.
I do?
Yes.
Solid.
Because he's sprinting up to you. These guys are just rustling through the things. Now moving through the vineyard here is considered rough terrain.
Okay. What do I click to do an attack of opportunity?
So you're in your D&D Beyond character sheet. You just roll an attack with your melee weapon that you have out, your rapier, I think.
So I go to equipment, or?
You just go to actions. And then it's under... Yep, and it's under attack, right? You see it right there because you've equipped it. I see you just rolled it in the D&D Beyond sheet. And I know our D&D stuff D&D Beyond is integrated in with our Twitch stream. So I'm not sure if they've integrated that completely where they can see it, the attack even in Twitch. You rolled a 17, that's a hit. So you roll for damage. Now these little guys only have a few HP. So this one dies sprinting up to you. But now your reaction is over. So you don't get any more reactions. So the rest of these guys surround you.
Nice.
These guys are going to sprint up. I'll allow Noni to take an attack of opportunity. We'll say that one gets up to there.
I do feel compelled to tell you that by normal rules, if they're just sprinting up to me, I don't get an attack of opportunity.
They do. This is a special house rule that we do.
Okay.
This is not considered a dash action. A sprint is considered 5 times your movement.
Got it.
This is a brand new action that was created by XP to level 3 by DM Jacob. And I did the math calculation on it, Marcus. It checks out.
22 to hit.
That is a hit. So roll for damage.
An 11 damage.
You bite into it. Just the amount of twigs. It's just bound together by like magical energy. Formed by what or how? This is some vile magic. They're called twig blights. You destroy one, but the other ones step into place. This one can't quite make it to you because this, like I said, moving through this is just rough terrain. But the other one moves up. This one will actually, this one probably can't move up as much either because it already kind of did a move action, but I'm just sprinting up with them. Now with Mallory, you have your gun, you have your crossbow out. When you make an attack at ranged, you roll with disadvantage. Do you want to make an attack of opportunity on this guy? With disadvantage.
I mean, I do have my short sword, but it's not like a free action to switch between the two.
No, you
so-
can't do it as a reaction to draw.
Okay,
You have to shoot with the crossbow.
Yeah, why not? Let's go with disadvantage. So I roll it twice. Well,
That's right. And that's
well-
something that D&D Beyond, so that's a miss already, so we don't need to roll
it's a
it
nat
again.
1, so that's not good.
Yeah, nat 1, that's bad. So I'm going to move the rest of the guys up. Now, right now, the druid has a concentration spell up. This guy can't make it up there that far. Because like I said, moving through this terrain is considered rough terrain or double movement. Let's go up to Esmeralda. You're already kind of surrounded, so they're not that. They're being commanded by their druid, really. So they're not being that dumb. So they're right out of your range of attack of opportunity. But they're moving into position. And I think my turn is over. So all I did is basically surround you guys more. And I'm going to go to the initiative counter. We'll move it to the top of the encounter. And we're going to go to round number 2, Esmeralda. But before that happens, the movement in the house is happening. And this is kind of how, I don't know, because the way it's written in the module, it's not written that well. So I'm going to do it the way I would do it. 5 needle blights start pouring out of the house. And as a little bit of a, I don't want to say a free action, but they start pouring out. And they're just going to move a little bit out. And there's still more movement coming from the house. It is now Esmeralda's turn. This battle, by the way, I hope it's not too boring. It is kind of a slog battle, but it is what it is, guys. Let's go to Esmeralda.
Yes.
Your weapons are out. I see you
Well,
swing out with your
strike.
rapier.
Oh, I hit.
Let me take a look at their AC. There, you miss with that hit. They have an AC of 12. It strikes into the branches, but it's just not enough as you're starting to get overwhelmed.
You say they have a 12?
Yeah, I got a 12.
They have a 13 AC.
Oh, 13. Okay.
13
And
AC, 4 HP.
Short sword, which hits. 5. And that was
Perfect.
on.
Yep, so you... Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move down the... Let me go to my... I have my quick cameras down. We're going to go down to Mallory.
Yep. I am changing for Jamie. Let's shoot at the druid.
You quickly holster your kind of shotgun-like weapon.
Yeah. And
Jamie
I'm
is holstered.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make it use a grip point on that. And
Okay.
I'm going to make it just checking back my sheet here.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's make it a dazing shot. Yeah,
Perfect. You sure? On who?
on the druid.
Okay, so you're going to try to shoot through this guy. So what's happening is the druid is already... This is how I'm doing it. The druid is already in partial cover in the vines, which gives him +2 his AC. But you're firing through other people. That means he's in 3/4 cover. But you avoid it because you have sharpshooter.
Yeah,
That's right.
I got
So
sharpshooter. Yeah.
I keep forgetting it, but it's just good to technically know for Esmeralda, the only person with like missile stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
Don't
shooting
fucking
with
Jamie.
your gun. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what is it?
You just rolled a nat 1 again.
What? I can't even see it. No.
I just saw
is it?
Jamie pistol a hit. You rolled a nat 1.
So Jamie's.
Well,
is
now
fired.
because
Oh,
you have
wait.
that feat, so you can
I got
actually,
the feet
yeah,
thing.
you can roll it on the same round.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
The
my
rain is
reaction.
getting into the gun. The powder is wet and jams.
Wait, but since I took the opportunity attack beforehand, that's a reaction for my turn. So I use my reaction, or does that reset already?
It jams still as a reaction because you were firing with your crossbow. But see, I'm looking at the sheet. It says you fired with Jamie. So, because your gun jams.
Yeah. But that's
So
why I'm using.
you have to roll a check now. For your gun. You can roll it on the same round as a reaction. Because when your turn... Okay, I know your question now. When your comes to your turn, your reaction resets.
Okay.
Sorry about that. That was a good question.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna roll a d20 again to be sure that Jamie doesn't block.
Custom roll. There you go. Perfect.
He's fine.
Nat 20.
He's fine and I got a grid back. It's fine.
You unclock it. You reload it. The powder is fresh. But you're surrounded now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let me go to the initiative counter here. We're going down to Mist.
I'm being restrained at the moment because I.
So
don't-
what that means is if you look over the icon next to it means your speed is 0. So first of all, you can spend an action to break free. The DC is 13.
Or you could just stay there and cast.
Or you
Yeah.
can stay there. Or you can
I'm
stay
not
there.
really surrounded.
Yeah, not yet.
And you
Okay.
hear Noni in your head going, "Get these guys off of me!"
What do you want to do, Mist?
I will attack the one that's like to her back right.
With a spell?
With Sacred Flame, it's a cantrip. So he
Okay.
has to roll a dexterity saving throw.
The twig blight rolls. The little piece of sticks and twigs that are bound together fails.
Okay.
So what happens? Okay, I see the roll. See, I'm loving this D&D Beyond, guys. Which one did you want to hit?
The ones like to her back right.
So you hit F4 as your key for your measuring stick. Then you can left click once to arrow it out. That little guy? Okay, perfect. The one that was kind of attacking Noni.
Yeah.
The holy flames from Voltune come out and consume it. Let's
Yeah.
go down to the next person. Let's go to Noni.
I'm gonna take the disengage action,
Yep.
and that doesn't really free me up to get over there. I can go 10, right?
You're moving through... First of all, you're already in rough terrain. Then you cannot move through hostile units.
Right. I'm gonna go around.
So,
But I was
we'll
gonna
say
go
that's
around
2
on
inches.
This side, so that's
Yeah.
like 3 inches, and then 7
Yes.
inches from there to there. So I think I'm good.
Let me see. So 3 plus 7. 7 is 35, so yeah, you could reach him.
Excellent.
Wait. You can only move 50. Yeah, you can reach
Yeah,
him
50.
for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I'm going to hold here and just block him if he tries to move.
Yeah, now
with
he's
a
in your threat.
opportunity attack.
Exactly. Now your moonbeam is still out. You can see that here.
Right.
Okay.
But I can't move it because I use my action to disengage.
Yeah, that's correct.
So
Next turn.
I'm basically just putting my body blocking him and getting in the way of him seeing any of my friends.
Oh, I've been messing up, guys. So as Noni's doing this, every turn. I'm sorry,
I don't like
guys.
this.
I know. I'm sorry. Every turn, guys. I'm messing up because I'm just trying to move forward. These guys are moving up.
Oh,
Oh my god.
We should run.
Yeah, we should just leave.
Sarah's like, is Sarah yet?
Pour more but these are bigger. They're man-sized. They're medium-sized. Their twigs are like a lot filled with branches and vines. And another druid comes out of the house.
Oh fuck! Damn it!
I like using the animated model of the druid. Let me plop him out.
If we could just defeat
He comes
the druids,
out,
all these things go.
and he says something in Druidic, which I will now whisper to Noni.
I'm just gonna yell back in Druidic. Whatever he says, yell back, motherfucker! I'm not about this life right now.
I messaged it to everyone. I'm
That's fine.
like a
I would've
terrible
immediately
DM.
repeated it.
ooh, there we go. Interesting.
We don't, I don't
See, I can't
do
do
not
anything
see.
right.
I do not
can't
see.
do anything right.
Had
Okay.
multilingual mistakes, and he just like blurted in common instead of Druidic.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. We're up to the next person in combat, which is Irina.
This is me. Hello. I'm gonna stab one of those guys.
Stab away.
Any, you pick. I don't
You pick.
care. Which one?
You're-
Oh,
It's called
Fine.
player agency.
eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
This is probably one of the
Snap middle
biggest
one.
quote-unquote combat encounters of all Curse of Strahd, guys, so it won't be this bad throughout the entire time. But I
I'm gonna
imagine
stab
you
that
were
middle
supposed to
guy.
be a little higher level, so like Sinros could cast like Fireball and stuff, but it is what it is.
Ah, I didn't.
No, nope.
Can I?
You can do a bonus action to inspire someone.
Can I inspire Noni?
Yes.
I'm gonna do it. Okay. Can
Roll. You can roll it in D&D Beyond, I think, can't you?
I don't know.
If
I mean,
not,
I could.
It's a D6, right? Like Mallory did a custom
yeah,
roll.
I'm just gonna do it here because we're probably gonna put it
Yeah, and then you
on
just
tabletop
yeah,
anyways.
exactly. You can mark it. So there's certain things we have to still do in tabletop that features that are missing. So you get a 2 for
Better
yourself.
than 0.
Okay, and before we go to the next turn, more guys
Oh,
are
is it like-
pouring out of the house.
Oh no.
Okay, let's go to the next person, which is Marcus, who's just been standing back. He yelled out a warning. It's obviously all the combat out here in the vineyard has drawn the enemies out of the house.
How
You're-
far can I sprint? 5 times?
You can sprint out of here if you want, but I mean,
That's not what
you-
I asked. How far can I sprint?
5 times your movement, but it's double movement to move through the vineyard, and this is considered rough terrain.
So can I move right here?
Yes, but they get attack of opportunities on you. We'll say this one guy gets attack of opportunity on you.
Right here, he does?
No, not there.
That'll work. My turn's over.
Okay. Let's go to, and before we're done, more guys come out. All right. Sinros, you're up.
Okay, real quick. You've described these as dead vines, right?
Yes.
How
Well, I wouldn't
heavy-
say they're dead vines. They're moving and they're kind of quote unquote alive. But they,
But I'm talking about like the vineyard itself.
yes. The vineyard is
So-
alive. I mean, I showed you the picture. I mean, there's vines out there. But the vegetation in Barovia in general is always kind of like, you guys can see I throw some clouds above you guys. This is some cool little thing I just found last night. Since it's like cloudy all the time, the vegetation is always kind of like, imagine like it's fall. You know?
Yeah.
Since you guys are further
guess just
south than
my-
Barovia now.
Here's my main question.
Sure.
If I set fire to these vines, does it look like it would just be doused by the rain, or
It would
would it
probably
be able
it depends on how serious the flat fire is. Like if it's a fireball, yeah, it would catch on. But if it's just like a cantrip, we'd have to roll on it.
It's create bonfire. It physically says it ignites flammable objects within the area. It's just a question of how useful it is here. But
Since it's raining out, it's quite. I would say that it's been raining for a while. As you guys are approaching the vineyard, it's probably been raining for a good 30 minutes. So the vines are now soaked and covered with water. But you could try to overcast it to do something.
I think we need to get rid of this druid.
What do you want to do?
Too risky using a whole action on something that may not work right now. I'm gonna toss his mind with that druid. Have him make an intelligence 15 saving throw.
Just once?
Yeah, just once.
He fails.
He fails. So he is going to take.
D4, plus he has to make a concentration check.
Did that
This-
show up on everyone's?
I'm rolling it. I don't roll it I roll it on tabletop, guys. 'Cause
No. Okay, yeah, sorry.
For
I was
you,
just
I didn't see
saying-
the damage roll. No, he passes his concentration check. The DC was probably like 12.
Well, the DC was 15. So
For the concentration, it's half the damage, so you need to roll the damage for the mind whip, and that should be in D&D Beyond, so you should be able to roll that if you go to your spells.
Yeah, I just tried that. It gave me a 14, but it did not roll anything.
I don't see it, yeah.
Probably because I'm linked to Beyond 20. Let me try one more.
No, you just have to also press the damage underneath it, so it'll have a to hit, and then you also have to press the damage. It'll have like a 1d8 plus something.
Yeah, that's what I did, and it rolled 14, but it didn't show. Let me try it again. Still not working. It's because I'm probably linked to another thing.
Maybe. Just you can roll it in game if you need to, and then figure it out.
It's 3d6. I'll just roll it in the game. I already have it.
You're rolling. It's just a mind. Oh, this is a bigger spell.
This is a second level spell.
Oh, is this phantasmal thing?
No, this is Tasha's mind book.
Okay, my bad.
And of course I rolled lower. So he's gonna take 7 psychic damage.
Okay.
And
He's badly
on his
injured.
next turn, he cannot use any reaction until his turn.
Okay.
And he can only choose between a bonus action, an action, or movement. He can't do all 3.
Sure. All right, it's now my turn. So we're gonna start off with the druids first. This is gonna be hard, guys. I'm just thinking here. So the druid, first of all, is going to cast Thunderwave as a second level spell on Noni here, since you're the only one around. I need to... I usually put the damage and stuff to it. 2d6, 2d8 damage plus 1d8 of upcast. Is that right?
What's the save against it? Constitution, right?
Let me look it up. It's in D&D Beyond. I don't know, because you're right next to him. It only affects all targets around him, for starters. So he smacks his hands
Yeah,
together.
Constitution saving throw.
Make a con saving throw for, is it half damage?
14. Yep, for half damage. 14
pass.
plus plus a d4. But, yeah.
Yep, you pass.
I'll roll it anyway.
Let's
Yeah.
roll for damage. So 3d8.
Halved.
So 7 damage plus make a
Is
concentration
that
check.
already halved?
No, that's not halved. So you take 7 damage. 14 divided by 2. 7.
Okay, got it.
DC for the concentration check is 13, right?
10.
It'd be
10 plus half the damage taken, so...
No, it's
10.
it's 10 or half the damage taken. So if
Oh,
you're,
really?
You're less than
Yes,
10, you just
10.
automatically have to do a 10.
You're right about the
It's
concentration.
10,
I messed
exactly.
up. I messed up. I'm just double
You're
checking the
overly
rule.
thinking.
I'm not overly thinking it. I just didn't
10.
review it. Okay, so that's the first druid's action. The second druid action... He's going to move up here, and then he's going to also cast Entangle. Yeah, because it missed a saving throw on you guys before.
I know.
So you guys,
Already entangled.
you need to make
Exactly.
strength checks. The DC is
Okay.
13.
Oh fuck, strength check.
That
Oh
means
my
all
God.
of you, even Noni, who's already restrained, has to make one.
Yeah, missed.
Missed. I'm sorry.
13. Okay, hold on.
You
I got a
pass.
12.
So you now Mallory is restrained.
Fuck.
Wait, everybody needs to make a strength check?
No, not you. Just Marcus
All right, I
failed.
didn't. No, I didn't. I'm blessed.
Yes,
Plus
yeah.
D4.
14.
There's still more movement coming out of the house, by the way, guys. Let me move these guys up now. So now it is the Druid's turn is over. But I'm going to move down to the Blight's turn now. If this music
Thank
wouldn't
you,
keep-
bless. Whew.
That's a scroll. Once scrolls are used, they can't be used again, right?
The power of tear.
I'm only allowing these guys to move up like 3 to 4 inches.
Can Esmeralda go while you're singly moving every
No.
person? Okay.
What?
Just need any help moving them? There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Nice.
How much is
The
their health?
druid commands them all. In druidic. I'm gonna whisper at Noni.
How much health do
Are
they have?
you?
These guys,
Yes.
you have
little
never
guys.
attacked them yet. You haven't attacked them yet.
I've attacked him a few times.
These guys have not been attacked. These guys just
No,
came out of the
no.
house.
The little guys. These guys.
There was
4
a
health.
few. They have 4 health.
Oh, 4 health. Oh,
I'm
so
not
I
attacking
killed
with
one.
those yet. Yeah, I already deleted that one. It's not your.
No,
You're attacking already. Yeah, hold
Yes.
on.
Oh,
It's still
okay.
my turn. I have like 60
Oh,
models
sorry.
out here. So let me attack with all my. I have to move with these guys too. So first of all, they're attacking through Marcus. Anybody? So if they shoot at Marcus, for instance, let me measure this out first of all.
Now would be a really good time for your channel divinity. Just saying.
Yeah, wait for my turn though.
What's happening?
Yeah, because these aren't undead, right?
3 needles are going at Esmeralda for starters. So they point all their branches up in the sky, they shake them, and it's like a hail of needles, hails of thousands of needles fly down on you. So we'll start off with Esmeralda first, with 3 attacks on her with needles. First roll. 16. What's your AC, Esmeralda?
16.
That's a hit. 7 damage. Second one is a 9. The third one is a 16. That's also a hit. You take 5 damage. You can also mark it out here so we can see how much you have. These guys are then going to close in on you. Oh, I'm sorry. They didn't hit you at all. Because you're considered in partial cover, so you get +2 to AC. Sorry about that. So... And they're going to roll at disadvantage too. So, because they're shooting at 60 feet. Yeah.
So I took no damage.
You took no damage. They're shooting into heavy cover with enemies that are already engaged with you. So it's already like very difficult to hit you. And they're going to also shoot at Noni with disadvantage as well. Let me just double check. +2 to Noni's AC because she's in cover there too. So the first, we'll assume that all these guys can hit Noni though, I think. Nope, just 1.
One can hit my.
No,
lead
I'm sorry.
for a
They can all shoot at you, but with disadvantage. So Noni, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
13, 14, 15, 16. So we'll say 17 guys are shooting at Noni as she's come up to the druid in front of them. But they all attack at disadvantage, and Noni gets +2 to your AC.
Okay. AC
So-
16.
So let's roll first with the +2.
Yep.
Okay, so the first one.
Because you said that the crown
Yep.
does not go.
2, 3, 4, 5. So that one is a hit.
That's a hit.
11. 6, 7, 8. So that's damage. 18 damage. 9. Plus another 9. 10. 11. 10 more damage.
I pop out of form.
12, 13, 14.
My AC is now a 19.
Okay. 14, 15. 5 more damage.
Okay.
16, 17. You see Noni drop out of form as like thousands of needles and begin to impale her. And of course, I don't know how many times I hit you, but for brevity's sake, we'll say your moonbeam drops. If you want to. Otherwise, we can roll it out.
How many times do I need to roll?
I don't know. It's a lot. Probably like 6 or 7 times.
I only got hit like 3 times. 4. No, I got hit 4 times.
I'll let you roll it 4 times. You can use your inspiration as well, plus your inspiration points that Irina gave you.
Yep. So, saving throw, so D4. That passes. 1.
Sorry, guys. This is a really... I have to control 30 models here, so it sucks.
So, sorry for you, but I actually...
Pass it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Warcaster, which gives me
That's right. It gives you advantage on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Plus bless, which is really good.
Yeah. Yep. So I had to bless myself once, and then this is the last one. And a 14. Okay, we're good. It stays up.
Okay. All right.
She will just bare her teeth and hiss.
Okay. Thousands of needles begin to just shoot out into the vines, just covering the floor with this poisonous needles. All the needle blights shake their hands. All the needles form all over their bodies again. They're getting ready to shoot again. As you guys are beginning to be restrained. So these guys are going to move in now to attack you. These 2 guys cannot attack you, Marcus, but these 3 can. So we're just going to start off with that first. 3 little guys are attacking Marcus. Your shield is out. I rolled high, but not high enough. I think his AC is like 23. So I have to almost roll a nat 20 to hit him. Yeah. It didn't even hit Marcus. Marcus is just swinging his, like these little, like, imagine these little twig blights are just coming up and swiping at Marcus's legs, and he's just beating him off with his shield. All right. We're going to go to Mallory. 4 guys attack Mallory. No, I rolled a 17, so that's a hit on Mallory. You take 5
no,
points.
my armor class is 15.
I know, I rolled a 20.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You
Sorry,
take
yeah.
5 damage. That's the first one. 4 damage. Been rolling pretty well. And the last one hits as well for 3 damage. So that just rolled really well against Mallory. I mean, they're little twigs and, you know, they're wearing you guys down, though. The druids, they seem hell-bent on completing something or doing something. Now I'm going to move
I really
these.
want to try to get past them to go in there. And
I'm going to move up to Esmeralda. Now, Esmeralda, these 2 guys are flanking you. You're totally surrounded. When I flank you, I get +2 to attack. That's how our flanking rules work. They don't get advantage. They just get +2. All these guys, I'm just going to, for brevity's sake, everyone but one of them is getting a flanking bonus. So 1, 2, so I'm going to roll with the guys with the flanking bonus first. As they're beginning to just wear you guys down. First attack. Doesn't hit. Second. Third. That's a hit because I get +2. You take 2 points of damage. The last one I think is a hit as well because you have 16 AC.
Correct, yes.
That's the 4th attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take 5 points of damage. Now the last one does not get the bonus, but I rolled a 19. So you take 5 more points of damage. You got it all?
Yep, got it.
I'm trying to make this as easy as possible, guys. Imagine if I had to roll these frickin' dice out in the real game. So I didn't attack. I attacked Mallory already. Oh, I messed up, Mallory. When you're restrained, I get advantage to attack you.
Fuck.
And the same thing with Marcus. So actually,
Marcus isn't.
No,
I still didn't hit Marcus at
Mallory.
all. But I already rolled well against Mallory anyways. So Mallory, you got hit, I think, every time. So you're already hit.
I thought Marcus didn't get entangled.
He did, yeah. Marcus is actually. Oh yeah, Marcus is not entangled.
I didn't.
So let me remove that restraint token.
I was gonna remove it for you after
Sorry about
you're
that.
done.
So how
Oh.
much health would that be? Because I think
Are you dropped? Are you unconscious?
because right now I'm at 15 health points. I'm bloodied. Whoops.
Just
and I
flip
think
your
it's
bloody
also-
token.
I already did. And I think since I got hit by natural 20, also I get a
I
point of
didn't.
exhaustion.
I didn't hit you with the nat 20. I hit
Okay,
you with the
never mind.
19.
It was a bloody 20. That's
I
fine.
haven't rolled a 20 yet.
Fine. Okay.
Let's go up to Irina. So I'm going to roll the 3 attacks against Irina now. The little twig blights are swiping at Irina. That's a hit. 18. 5 points of damage.
Let me just.
2, 3. So you only got hit 1 out of those 3 times.
Okay.
And I think my turn is over. I missed actually a twig blight out here. So I'm going to move that twig blight up to there. It's going to try to get in close in on Misk.
Like not being attacked.
There's movement coming out of the house still. I will put them out at the end of the next turn, though, to make your guys' life a little easier. I need to change this music up. I don't know why it's repeating. We're in round number 3, Esmeralda. You are now surrounded. You can still disengage and book it if you want, or you can try to fight it out against these little twig guys. What do you want to do?
Yes.
Or you can. I think you can use your bonus action to do a dodge. Can you?
I can.
You can also bonus action disengage.
Yep.
Yes, I can also do that. I will.
But
attack.
2 of your friends are entangled though too. And
Yes.
Noni has taken just a crap ton of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Noni, are you bloodied? Not even close. The Arch-Wizard of the Deepwood Vale. What do you guys do?
I'm going to attack.
You guys
one of
wanted a
them.
challenge.
Yeah, I'll attack one of them. Should I just use my previous roll or roll again?
You can use your previous roll.
Alright, so I hit 1 for 7.
Okay,
So
I'll delete it. Or do you want me to delete one? The one behind
just
you?
delete. Yeah, the one
Okay,
behind me.
there you
And
go.
then I am going to use my bonus action to. Oops, my bonus action to disengage. And I'm moving in rough terrain, correct?
3 inches is all you get.
Yeah. Okay.
Now they're slower at moving at you, so you could still kind of get away. But they could dash up to you for sure.
Yeah.
Is that where you want to
Alright.
go?
Yep.
Your turn is over. Right?
That's it.
Mallory, you're up.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna use my bonus action to do a second wind to try and get some HP back. So that is a D10 plus 4, D10.
Okay.
I don't know how to add that, I'll just add that after that.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm looking here over in our D&D Beyond.
That is a 6 plus 4, that's a 10.
You gain 10 HP. Your body feels reinvigorated. You can beat these little guys, can't you?
Wait. I
You look
can't.
over in the fields, though, you
that's
see
fine.
like what is almost like a small platoon of needle blights
Yeah.
reloading.
So that's done. Now I'm gonna use my action to equip my shield.
I am not trying to TPK you guys, by the way. This is just the way it is in the module.
I'm trying to figure out how navigation works because I know putting on my shield is an action. I just double checked, so shield is equipped to higher my AC.
Yep, +2.
And I'm gonna do a strength save and throw and disadvantage to try and get out of this mess.
I don't think you can. You don't roll at disadvantage.
I don't?
No.
Because I thought when I hovered
Dex,
over a
speed,
restraint.
only Dex one. Only Dex saves.
Okay. So saving throws.
Because you're just trying to break out of the vines. The vines come out and grab you, but they're not like moving. They're not like living vines. They just restrain you for one turn. It's a level 1 spell, guys. And requires concentration. What'd you roll?
Nope. Nope.
You're still restrained, so your turn is over. The Needle Blights are now going to get advantage on their next round to attack you. I told you, I wanted to change this dumb music. Okay, go ahead. Who's up next? Mist.
I'm gonna cast Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay. Pull it out of your spell abilities and stuff like that. You should be able to drop it down.
Where's my hand? There's my hand.
You see it? There's your bless. It's in your spell bindings. There's an effect in there, and it's pretty cool. It lasts for 1 minute, so we're on round number 3. I don't know how long. I don't know how bogged down this combat is going to get, guys.
Sanctuary. There we go.
You see it? Plop her down. Uh-oh.
Zenros has thought up a solution to some of our
It
problems.
didn't work. It said asset bundle not found.
Oh.
Is it 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to line. I'm just going to pull out this little bag and find it for you. Spells and ability radiuses. I'm going to go to 30 feet right there. So anybody in this gets your Twilight Sanctuary. It's centered around you. At the end of everybody's turn, they gain temp HP. Or they can break out of a charm effect. We just don't have the cool effect, so whatever reason it just
Yeah.
didn't work.
No, it's
I'm sorry. It's a badass effect. I showed you before when you guys battled the big guy.
So I roll a d6 because I get health right now.
You
They
do
get help
at
in
the end of
their
your
turn.
turn, I think, is how it works, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So you mark it to temporary hit points. Temporary hit points do not stack. Ever. So if Noni's in shapeshift, she doesn't get it.
So I got a
from what I understand.
6. 6 plus 4, 10. So I have 10 hit points.
There you go.
Or 10 hit.
It's time to go Nova, guys. You know, going
I
Nova
cannot
means,
Misty Step
means
out of the
spending every
vines, right?
spell slot, every ability you have to stay alive as the army of Needle Blights comes at you.
Anyway, am I able to Misty Step out of the vines or no?
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
You're restrained. I don't think you have to break out of the restraint and Misty Step because your movement is 0. Wait, Misty Step is like a teleport row, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, you could do it, I think. Is that
Well,
right, Noni? She can just Misty Step out. She can just teleport, right?
Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't.
Yeah,
Makes
You
sense to
could.
me.
but
Okay.
your Twilight Sanctuary will go with you.
It will go
wait,
with
do
you.
I have Misty Step?
You can teleport to anywhere you see within, like, what, 30 feet?
Oh, I'm thinking of a different character. I don't have Misty Step on her. Never mind. It's okay.
Oh, well. I know it is a spell. Let's go down. Are you done, Mist?
Yeah, I'm done.
You guys, if you feel like I'm going over your turn too much, if I skip your turn, I'm not allowing you to do whatever you need to do. This is a hard encounter, so just, I'm not going to rush it. If this takes frickin' 4 hours, we're doing the whole 4 hours. Whatever it takes, guys. Noni, you're up.
Okay, so 2 things. Number 1, how bad does the guy in front of me look? Really bad?
He looks pretty bad.
Okay.
He's bloodied
Then-
already. The beam really hurt him badly when you originally. Half of his face is burned off.
You're gonna see me just smile and drop back into wolf shape.
And now you get all your temp HP back, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's not temp HP. It is my hit points are replaced by that form's hit points.
Sure
It's very
thing.
specific wording. I do actually get the benefit of a temporary HP while I'm in my animal form.
We'll
Wild
allow
shape
it,
does
sure.
that like nothing else does.
I'm not sweating it. Go ahead.
So
What do you want to do?
I'm going to attack him.
All right. Roll to hit.
Jesus.
And if you want to use the auto roller, that'd be best if you're in your wolf form. Unless
Yeah.
there's a way to do it in D&D Beyond and you want to do it that way.
Okay. Can Can you see it when I click this button? Is the question.
I know. I don't see any roll that's being done. The last roll was done by Miss for temp HP.
Interesting. Okay, that's. I think I'm having the same thing as Sinros then. All
Something's
right.
happening.
I will use the auto roll.
It's still in beta, guys. So, I mean, just try to do what you can. If you have to use the TTS stuff, then use the TTS. There you go. That's a
17.
hit. Yeah.
Okay.
He's just
then-
wearing, like, robes, really. You know, it's not like his AC is high. What's your damage on him?
It is.
He fails his concentration check.
6 plus 3. So.
But you guys are still restrained. Because the
11
other two
damage.
restrained you. He is... How do you want to kill him?
She just goes, "You should have listened to me," and bites him and just shakes him like a chew toy. And then I am booking it back.
You can't. You
here.
already used your bonus action.
Does that free us?
Well, that's my.
Oh, yeah, you have your move action. I'm sorry. No, you're right. No, it
do
does
the little twig things fall down when he dies?
No, they do not.
All right, then I'm gonna move.
Yeah, you can move there if you want. That, you can't move that far. You can only move 10 inches, right?
Yeah, I can move. Well, I
Double.
can
It's
normally
double
move
move through.
10,
It's double move
That would be
through there. So it's probably like 9
5.
inches.
so be able to get 8 inches in.
There you go. But now,
Get over
yeah,
here by
because
the
you're not
arena.
all. There's a guy right here. So if you move past him, he gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I am still in his threat range.
You're right.
We're good.
So now you're engaged with him essentially. We're gonna. Are you done, Noni?
I get 1 temporary hit point back.
Perfect. So very
Plus
smart.
4.
Very smart. Noni moves into the Twilight Sanctuary. There's 7 of you guys too. Here's the thing about Curse of Strahd, guys. It's really designed for only 4 players, so I can go hard mode on you guys since there's 7 of you.
So it's bonus action, and with my last free action in Druidic, I'm going to tell
Okay.
the twigs stop attacking.
Okay. Who's up next?
Remember, it's +4 too for your temp. From
Yeah,
the
your
thing.
temp pitch point. It's D6 plus 4. Irina, you're up. I know. I would be
I'm
stress
gonna-
eating too, if I were you.
I'm going to stab the middle one again. At least attempt to.
Are you sure? Didn't you have spells and stuff like that? You don't want to
I
cast?
do, but
All right, do whatever you
well,
want to do, Irina.
mm,
It's
I
time to
mean,
go
Hold
Nova.
on a second. I can.
They're all coming out of the house, guys. There ain't nothing left in the house.
Yeah.
Or is there?
I mean, I kind of want to wait to do anything too crazy until like the other guys come over because they seem kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. Well, how far away is?
Use your measuring
Can I-
thing.
How do I? That's
Hit
F4.
F4.
Right?
F4.
That's way too far away. Never
Yep. He's a little far. He's a little back out there.
He's yeah. So I'm just gonna stab one of these guys
Okay.
until he gets closer.
Roll to hit.
So I will.
That's it. Just bounces right off their twiggies. How bad? Are you badly injured, Irina? Are you bloodied?
I'm at 29.
Okay. Let's go.
Alright.
All right, for now. You're not in. Oh yeah, you are in the
Yeah.
thing. So you need to roll a D4
So-
to gain some
so
temp
what do I-
HP. So you roll a D6
Okay,
plus
do
4.
I-
People are doing
D6
it. I notice
plus
people
4?
are doing it as a custom roll in D&D Beyond, which I think is amazing.
Oh, I'm
So
gonna.
go ahead and do that.
Oops. 9. So
Marcus, when just to let you know, you lean back in your chair like that, you're a little out of frame, if you care.
Dare you, sir?
Sinros, of course, being perfect, he's right in perfect frame.
Yes, my perfect posture.
Okay, so you gain 9 temporary HP. You can mark it. I prefer if you guys did it on the counter out here. It's much easier to just do it in the game counter, but it's up to you guys. If you want to do it in D&D Beyond, so that way other players can see you too. Let's go to the. Are you done, Irina?
yeah, I'm done.
Let's go to Marcus. Shifting and moving is still happening in the house.
I
We'll
whacked
just
the guy
say-
in front of me.
We'll just say there's not as many figures out there, too. Let me just double check to make sure these aren't fiends. They're not. They're considered plants. That's a hit, of course.
This
The
guy
guys,
right
they have
here.
a 12-8. They have 12-8. 12
That guy's
AC.
dead. My turn's over.
Did you roll damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got 4 hit points.
Which
I don't
one did
know
you
why
want
I
to
rolled
destroy?
Damage.
Which one did you want to destroy? That one? Okay, sorry. Now we are going to go to... Who's up next?
Be me.
Thank you, Marcus. You know your turn. You know your character so well. Sinros, you're
Okay.
up before the hail of bullets come down on you.
So Sinro sees that we're in a bad spot right here. He looks down
Maybe.
and just
You guys are
starts
doing
to
okay.
think- he starts to think of the fire he's made so many illusions of.
Okay.
He's going to attempt to overcast a fireball.
When I try to overcast some type of illusion as a fireball,
I want to overcast fireball, the 3rd level spell.
do you
That
know
should be
it though
possible.
in your spell book?
I do not.
Okay, so how we do it is you roll a d6. This determines what attribute is saved against. I'll allow it just for funsies. Because you have to, you probably need some help. Sinros rolls a 3, so that means you're, what is it? Let me pull up the overcasting rules. I'm pulling up World Anvil Overcasting. You rolled a 3.
Yes.
Your con is tested. Roll a saving throw against your con. The DC, we'll say, is 15. What'd you roll?
I'm going to go ahead and throw in my bardic inspiration, or not my bardic, my inspiration point here as well.
You have to, you have to declare it before it's rolled.
So Constitution.
Your body is tested. You roll a nat 5. You fail. Plus your bardic inspiration. What is
Great.
it? So using your inspiration token as well.
Yeah, I'm using the inspiration token. I don't have bardic inspiration.
Oh, my bad. So let me delete it.
That was
Thank you for declaring it before you did it. Okay, what's the radius on fireball?
I've already put the token in. It's 20-meter radius sphere. They
Where's-
all need to.
Oh, you want to make against this thing out here? Cool.
Yes.
Now, normally,
But-
just to kind of to tell you, normally how it works is like you don't have it written in your spell book, but fireball is such a powerful spell. You know, like a lot of wizards know about it, obviously. Even though it's kind of out of your grasp, your bending capabilities as a mage right now, and it's not written in your spell book, you're basically changing the bonfire spell into a fireball. If you want to like RP it out and have it make sense. Now I have to roll a save on all these guys. I'm just going to roll a universal save for all of them.
All right.
Just to speed it up. I rolled a 15. Nat,
This-
let me check out their dex. I don't know if they have a very high dex, right? Is it dex based?
Yes, dex.
They have +1, so
They
they
take
pass.
half damage if not.
So you're going to roll it as whatever caster level you're at.
I believe that
Is it 3d6 or 4d6?
It is. Oh, I think it's 68. Fireball. It is. 8d6.
Okay, 8. So roll 8d6 damage, and then we'll half it up. Or you can roll 4d6, and that'd be helpful.
Stella, stop. What are you so wrong with you? Sorry, the dog is going crazy right now. So, I said 8d6, right?
Yeah, just roll 4d6 though, because it's all half damage.
Oh, I've already scripted 8d6.
That's fine. We'll half it up.
So, really? Okay, well that's going to be 13 damage then. 13 fire damage to everyone in that sphere.
Okay, let me see their HP. Now they're twiggies. They have vulnerability to fire damage, so that means they take double damage. So actually, they just take the normal amount of damage we said, whatever it was. So what did you roll originally? 26 or something?
It's
Sure.
27. I assume it's rounded down, so 13. Which could be.
They have more HP than the other guys, but definitely they're destroyed. And this guy, of course, will just take half damage.
And he also needs to make the Constitution save for his concentration.
That's
we'll just
right.
say Sinrose thinks really hard as a small bonfire, like, starts on the ground in the middle of them.
Now, bonfire, is it a
And suddenly
cantrip?
He just has a inspiration as it
He fails.
explodes.
You guys are no longer restrained.
Nice.
Okay, I can do that once.
Yes.
So
I deleted Mist. Oh,
Finally.
no.
And now Mist has vanished off this plane of existence.
Sorry,
Bye.
Mist. She disappears into the
I
ethereal
was
plane. Okay, so I deleted everything. So I'm trying to keep track. This is pretty complex combat, guys. He put the damage token out for whatever the half damage was for this guy out here.
Nice.
So what do you want to do?
Nice.
Sinros, your turn is over. You can do a move action as well.
Move into the thing.
Do I have my bonus action still?
You do have your bonus action. That's why it's really important for you guys not to skip what you guys are going to do. You feel like I'm going too far over your
I would-
characters.
Like to...
You want to try to push something?
Let's push
This hail of fire comes out
Irina. I'm gonna push Irina.
as the vineyard starts to catch on fire.
Irina, unless you don't want to be pushed, I would like to push you 5 feet closer to Noni.
You can push me.
So
That's fine.
So this is something me and Sinros did. We looked at the rules of Mage Hand, and one kind of cool thing you can do with Mage Hand is you can pull people without provoking attack of opportunity with telekinetic. But you can move them 5 feet, so yes.
It's actually perfect for me, thanks.
So move them right basically there.
That's not-
Oh, you want to? Yeah, you're moving Irina. So you move them. Let's move the bless icon so it doesn't fall on the bless icon. Boom. Irina's kind of moved 5 feet away. She's now decisively in the Twilight Sanctuary. The druids are up now, guys. You done? Are you done, Sinros? Or do you want to move it all?
I guess I'll say I can move a little bit to the right here. I'm letting the dog lick my hand, so it's kind of...
Move into the giant
Move
healing
into the
sphere.
circle.
Move into the healing
It's a
sphere.
giant, obvious, massive circle.
Now do 1d6 plus 4
Okay.
in 10 hits.
Did you roll it for it, Esmeralda?
I did not. I was
Okay,
going
she
to my
didn't
turn.
do it.
Should I do it now?
No, you can't because she was ahead of you, right? So that's why you didn't roll on it.
Correct, yes.
That's 10 for me.
Great.
Thank you.
You guys are rolling well. Come on, guys. You guys can do this. So it's my turn. I'm just moving these little dinghies up for now.
And I think
Little
Marcus
dingles.
is right. Marcus,
Yes.
you did it too, right?
Already rolled it.
Okay.
They're these guys, Esmeralda, they don't move very quickly. They're little small little twigs just moving through the vineyard. The vineyard is still rough terrain for them as well. Even though they're plants, they have to kind of move through the vines, right? It's very difficult terrain. So only one of them can come up and attack you now. But you'd still have to spend an action disengaging, okay?
Okay.
Does Entangle only work against hostile? It works against every creature in there. This druid, Noni, this druid takes a step back out of the flames because he doesn't want to take any more fire damage for starters. Let's remove his concentration token. He looks up to a bird, a flock of geese or something, a flock of crows actually, out in the trees. There's some trees back here I put out. I've improved the map a little bit. I have this needle blight old model back here. He points to it and says something in Druidic. He casts a spell, though. In the process, I'll read to you what he says in Druidic. I'll message Noni. And you see like a bird go off, but like a flock of birds take off. You don't know exactly which bird he's talking to. Basically casts command animal. right?
I'm gonna yell, kill the birds.
Okay.
Birds.
I have to drop down an object now, guys. Let me see if this is correct. More guys come out of the house.
Ooh, more.
Another druid.
Now I will get action to move them as well. I'm gonna move these guys up too. Now they're just kind of trudging through here. These guys are going to move it into the field here. 2.
They're gonna move right
plus
to like the
4. Like that.
right into the moonbeam, please.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He's close to the moonbeam, but he's not in it yet.
It is a beam of happiness. Who knew druids would be so mean?
I know, I'm just a ball of sunshine.
How far do these guys move?
They're sprinting now, but they don't get an attack.
I love this new action of sprint. Makes that bonus, like one of my spells, like utterly useless. Expedious
okay.
retreat, or like any type of like rogue bonus action to dash. It's like all useless.
It's still really good, the dash action, because they don't get a attack of opportunity. They still get attack of opportunity. There's just nobody out there for them to take an attack on. These guys still aren't in range to actually shoot on you guys, so they're going to move up.
Oh god. Oh boy.
But they don't get to attack. Only one is going to be able to shoot at Marcus. You guys are fine. First of all, it's attacks. Let's shoot at Marcus with disadvantage. Plus he gets a +5 to his AC, so I have to roll a nat 20 on Marcus. And I didn't. So let's go to all the little twiggy blights. I didn't move these guys yet. They're going to move up. This guy's going to be flanking Noni. This guy's going to move up, and they're going to get to you, Irina, because you just moved 5 feet, so they're able to get up to you. And this guy is also going to move up and get at you. But this guy won't attack. This guy can't attack.
I shouted, don't attack them.
That didn't do anything.
It angered them more.
Some powerful magic is binding them all together, Noni. This is some vile, evil magic binding all these creatures together. I'm only going to get 1 attack on Irina. I'll just do that now. Miss. Now I'm going to attack Noni twice, but with +2 for flanking. Nat 17, so that's a hit. Noni, you take 2 damage, plus roll a concentration check. 5 misses. This guy gets up to attack Mist. Mist, you're not flanked, but Marcus is being flanked like this. But he's not directly attacking Marcus, so I won't count it as a flank. So how flanking works is this guy actually has to be attacking Marcus and facing him, so Marcus is like fighting off 2 opponents at the same time, which he is not. Because this guy's attacking mist. I'm going to roll that attack on mist. Nat 17. So that's a hit on mist. 5 damage plus roll a concentration check for all the blesses.
Okay.
So let's see if mist does that. Did you roll your concentration check, Noni? Okay,
16 and a 20.
perfect.
That would be
It's either 10 or half the damage, so it's like you have to roll almost like
Yes.
a nat 1. Because you have a very high constitution. You have to roll a nat 1 for your constitution concentration check to fail.
Good enough.
Got it.
Let's go. So I'm done attacking Irina, Noni, and then I got to attack. I'm done with Mist, so I have to attack Marcus with 3 guys. I have to roll almost like a nat 20 against Marcus. Nope. These little twigs are just, they can't penetrate the armor of Last Vengeance. Only 1 guy gets to attack Esmeralda. Nat 20, 21. Esmeralda, I'm sorry.
All good.
2 damage though. As it just sticks a little needle right in your pinky toe or whatever, I guess. My turn is over. Thank you for being so patient, guys. I'm sorry, I'm trying to micromanage all this. Top of the round to Esmeralda, turn round number 4. There is still movement in the house.
So can I now add the health? Am I in the circle or do I need a...
At the end of your turn, you get to add your
at
temporary
the
HP.
end?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I will attack the twigs in front of me then.
The flock of birds, Noni, flies off into the air.
No hit, and then...
You don't. They're heading south. What do you want to do, Esmeralda?
Just attacked
Great.
and killed one of them.
Okay, do you want to tell me which one? You're only in
Yes,
combat with these 2 right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have... I don't know why it's
Do you want to
not-
kill this one?
Yep, that one right there. Yep. I don't know why it's...
You pierce your little. They're little like gremlins or whatever, right? You're just cutting them up, dicing them up, and the twigs fall apart at your feet as they just stab your pinky toe. Little buggers. What do you do now, Esmeralda? Are you gonna stick around? Feeling confident?
Am I in the circle right now?
You are in the circle. Yep. We'll count it because you're over half of it in, so we'll count that as half.
Alright. Then, yeah, I'll just roll for the health.
Okay, your turn is over then, right?
Yep.
Did you have to
And
roll
it's
at
a
the end of your
d6, correct?
D6
Yep.
plus 4. Let's go to the next person, which is Mallory.
Yes. What's she gonna do? I think she's just gonna run, I guess.
You want to run? Now they get so you have to spend an action to. Here's how running works. Just move your character
Yeah.
back. So if you want to sprint out of there, 4 guys get reactions as attack of opportunities. You can also take the dodge action. So now you have all the guys have disadvantage on attacking you since you're no longer restrained. The vines
Yeah.
that the druid was concentrating on around you weaken, and you're able to break free. It's just a first level spell, guys. It's not like a super powerful
I'm
spell.
just. I'm not good at math, but I'm pretty sure we cannot take.
What's your AC
everything
at
out.
right now?
It's 17 right now.
It's pretty good. I would probably stick around, but it's a.
Yeah, but that's
You'd
the
have to
thing.
disengage, and then you could move 3 inches, though.
That's the thing is because it's 17 because I got my shield out, but I can't use Jamie with my shield.
You can still try to attack with your sword, but then you won't be able to use the dodge action. What do you want to do?
Shit balls.
How many HP do you have left?
I'm pretty good. I'm at 25.
You're fine, then. Stick around, man. Make an attack. These guys are only doing like 1d4 damage, you know? They're not like... Now, if they start shooting you next turn, I don't know. We'll see.
It's
They're
mostly
reloaded.
the spikies that I'm scared of.
Well, take the dodge action, then you can shoot at you at disadvantage. But it's up to you. Because you are out in the field, you're not through partial cover, but they're shooting through enemies, so you get +2 to your AC. So your AC is at 19 with the regularly, and then they get disadvantage if you're dodging. Like you're dodging and weaving, trying to move out of the way of all these needles coming at you.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? I'm going to throw the
yeah.
time cube down.
I don't want the cube. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna I'm gonna ready the dodge, I guess, because I don't know what to do. My brain says we need to leave.
Gonna dodge.
Yeah, let's dodge and then.
You're just caught a little out of position. You're like walking up in the field. You know, you had your gun. You make a few shots, but now like more enemies have come out. And
Not
you're
even.
sort of,
Jamie's just blocked. So.
yeah, exactly. But you just kind of
Sunday
like,
stroll.
yeah, you're just going out for. You kind of went ahead of Marcus. You guys didn't really have a plan, so you're kind of caught out of position. You're dodging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
I don't
do
think
that.
we have a dodge token, so just remind me when your turn comes up, so I don't womp you.
Okay.
Let's go to Mist.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. That's fine.
Let's go to Mist.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. I think it would be a good idea to cast Sleep because they only have 2 hit points. It's a 5d6.
Roll an Arcana check before you do that.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Why did I have to do that? Is it affecting them negatively?
I don't know.
As Noni, know?
It's her turn, so you can't really do anything.
No, but no, I don't know if I should.
I'll just help you out this time.
Oh, interesting.
I'll just help you out this time.
What?
These guys are kind of like summoned aberrations by these druids. They're just twigs. They're immune to exhaustion, and I looked up the rules. Immune to exhaustion means they're immune to sleep. Because Sinros and I were talking about trying to figure out if you guys could do it. Now the druids aren't immune to sleep because they're humanoid. You know, they're mountain people.
They look like humans?
They are humanoid.
Thank you.
These 2, right?
Of course, you can ask me questions like that. They're just like
Well, I
mountain
don't know.
men.
I'm cool.
I don't know how to measure. Are they within 20 feet of each other?
Where are they at? Which guy? What's the range
The
on? What are you
2
trying to do?
druid.
You trying to cast sleep?
Yeah, on them.
What's the range on sleep?
20.
What's the range on sleep though?
Oh.
Sleep is 90 feet.
90 feet is
But you can
18 inches. You can't target him. You could target it in
Yep.
front of him.
Yeah, because it's a 20-foot radius.
You could hit him if you want. You just have to roll. And he's already injured, right? So you could try to put him to sleep.
Okay.
Just roll the hit dice for it.
right there is about.
We'll say for brevity's sake, he falls asleep.
Oh, okay.
Put out. So here's our status
Ooh.
conditions over here. Mist. Pull out the sleep one. Put it next to the druid. Make a perception roll with advantage. And now we're gonna move to the next person because Mist, you're kind of surrounded. Is your turn over, Mist?
Yes, I'm trying to do the things you just told me to
I
do.
know.
Sorry.
I'm swarming you with actions.
So I'm rolling a perception check.
You're rolling a perception check now. Noni, you're up.
Okay. I move my moonbeam onto the druid that's not asleep.
Okay. You concentrate. Just grab it. Yep, there you go. Boom. Now at the beginning of his turn, he has to make a saving throw.
2d10 damage.
Yep, I'll roll that when it comes to his turn.
Yep. And that is about all I can do except for sit here and block Arena from being surrounded. Alright, that's the turn.
Okay. Let's go to Irina.
Okay, give me 1 second. I want to see how big is a 5x5 cube.
It's not very big. It's
Huge.
just-
I know it's not very big.
it just goes over one of the models. Or what are you trying to do?
It'd be like this.
Yeah, what are you trying to
it'd
do?
be super tiny. Nah, it's fine. I mean, I could probably do it anyways, just for funsies.
What do you want to do?
Cloud of Daggers. Am I able to do that?
I don't remember that spell, but
Has a 60-foot range,
okay.
but it's only in like a 5 by
It's a spell?
5 foot cube. Yeah.
Oh, you must
a
have picked
creature
it up.
takes-
4x4?
Yeah.
I don't have to
4
make
by
a
4
save.
slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or if it starts its turn there. So if it goes
Yeah,
into it,
That's a
starts
cool
it there.
spell.
Yeah.
That's a new one for me. It's concentration, so flip your concentration token as you're mentally starting to control a bunch of daggers.
Which?
It's a bard thing. And also
is
click it
that?
on your spell sheet when you start casting spells, guys. You gotta click them on your spell sheet.
Wait, hold on. So that's.
So yeah, you can get it. Who do you want to do it on? You have to roll the
Is-
hit, though, I think.
E-
You look back at Marcus as he's taking a bunch of wailing attacks as he looks kind of strange at you through his visor. Okay, so you don't roll for damage yet. You do it on his turn. Okay, is your turn over?
I do?
Yes, it's on the beginning of his turn.
Wait a minute.
Yep, look it up.
I will. When it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn.
It says it's his turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I go to Marcus now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, I was
about
just looking at it.
It's okay. Let's go to Marcus.
Die.
Die, foul creature. Marcus Dark Bane with the Sword of Testimony. Hit Sword 18. Which one you wanted to kill? That one. Okay, thank you, Marcus. Is your turn over?
Yep.
Was that fun waiting for 30 minutes to hear your turn to attack? You're like, when is the fucking Super Bowl?
Turn's over.
Sinros, you're up.
Most effective thing I can do is. Oh shit! I did not.
Oh, you're doing great. You like killed that one druid already, Sinros.
I say to Senros is like, make a fake wall in front of me so I don't get shot to death.
That's true
I'm
too.
considering that option too. It's whether I. Screw it. Silent image.
Join the fucking club, Marcus.
Where
Here's
do you
what I
want to
have.
put it? Use the pink icon.
If I create a silent image of a wall in front of the three, will the first volley of thorns dissipate it, or will they just realize it's an illusion? Because it becomes pointless if
They can't target Marcus through it, so one of them would have to target the wall. If they think about it. You don't know where or how these blights are being controlled. What was your perception check, Mist?
It was, hold on,
It was amazing.
really low. It was
I remember
9 and
that.
6.
So Mist doesn't know
I
yet.
remember it was fantastic.
Yeah, sorry.
You don't know how these blights are being controlled. I'll just say that for now. But yeah, I mean, it could work. You know, how it would have to work is I have to roll a hit. It might waste some actions and things like that. That's kind of how the illusions work, and they won't be able to hit Marcus right away.
it would essentially what I would be hoping for would be to impose some kind of disadvantage just for blocking their sight.
Well,
for a
it would
short
be.
period.
You want to just give Marcus like 3/4 cover, or what are you trying to do?
I mean, I could literally cover Marcus, Mallory, and Irina in a box. And
Yeah, you could.
it would depend on whether they could, like, after the first needles went through, if they saw through it, or they just realized they could shoot
After
through
one
it.
of the guys makes, they have to roll investigation checks, and then just if one of them does it, because it just works against one action, right? But I'm wasting actions trying to do it.
If it's just one action, I would feel
It's
safer.
investigation rolls again. I'll do it with the little blighties, for starters,
it's-
before I go to the thorn guys. The thorn
risky.
guys are already attacking Marcus with the -2. So I almost have to roll a nat 20 against Marcus, and then, but some are going to shoot Mallory and some are going to shoot Mist.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and impose, try and kill a few of these guys, because I actually have the ability to do that.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to create 2 bonfires. They're 5 by 5 foot cubes.
Okay.
One right there. One right there.
Okay.
It's up.
What damage do I take?
It is going to be 1d8 fire damage.
Now these guys are a little bigger and a little stronger. There's a lot more vines attached to them, so their hit points are higher.
Ooh.
Do you want to overcast it?
I can't. I already overcast.
You can overcast any spell.
Yeah,
But every time you
thought-
do it, there's always a chance something could happen.
Hmm.
There's always a risk to reward. So you can actually, like, say double the damage. I'll say the DC is 12. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yes! Roll a
I
d6. Let me
really
pull it
I
up.
didn't
feel
because
it.
I just don't have
Marcus,
a
of
better
course, hates
option.
it.
Right?
Let me too.
All right,
Pull it up.
DC. So I'm just rolling a d20.
No, you roll to see which attribute is tested. You roll a d6 to begin with.
3. It's the same as last time.
Constitution. So now you roll a d20, so you need to make a 12.
Okay, that was a 17s.
You passed. So now you have to roll for double damage. And they already have vulnerability.
So I'm
too.
rolling.
So roll
2d.
roll 2d8. And then just tell me the damage. I'll tell you guys a little thing. These guys have 11 HP.
I rolled 11, so that would mean they take 22.
That's correct. So I'm going to remove this. Fire erupts out of there. Now there's already the whole vineyard is going up in flames now, thanks to Zinros. And you can only wonder what the Markovs think of you now, as these poor vines of all these wines are starting to, these grapevines just go up.
We might need druid help here.
Hey, this is what happens sometimes as like kind of a superhero. It's like, what is that one show? You know what I'm thinking about? What's that one show I like? On Amazon Prime, guys.
Yeah.
With the guys always destroying all the buildings. It's the superheroes.
The Avengers?
No.
The boys?
The boys, yes. You're like the
The
boys right now,
boys.
just trashing the house to save the house. Hilarious. All right, I'm up.
Don't forget these guys over here. I can create 2 bonfires with the staff.
Okay, because it's a cantrip.
Cantrip.
Okay, so you have... Okay, we'll allow it, but you have to re-roll the damage.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so let re-roll the damage. These 2 guys right here will be affected. You can't target the
This
third one.
still with my overcast since it's simultaneous?
Yes, I'll
or-
allow it, because you're duplicating the spell effect from the staff. Roll the
7, so
7.
that'd be
They disintegrate. They're burning up in flames. These guys, even though it's raining and their branches and everything, like they're very flammable. They're made of almost like dry vines. The druids crafted them or something out of the surrounding area somehow. You don't know how or why. Now, when
This
these,
is-
what I'm going to say is that the fire will stay up for 3 rounds as the rain is falling on it, before it's kind of quelled enough to where they can move over. So still impassable. Like this terrain back here is still on fire. If there wasn't
Oh, and
enough
this
to keep track of already, Sinrose,
So if anyone comes inside,
they can't walk it. They can't walk into it, or they take fire damage. Because some fire damage, I was reading about it in the DMG and stuff. So I'm going to move down to the druids now. Are you done, Sinrose?
Nah, I'm finished. I'm all done.
More guys come out of the house, but they are dwindling. But some different looking creatures come out.
Like a party in there.
A big
It's
party.
a tiny druid.
Hey, they can't all be super tall. Okay, this guy moves up. I'm going to start moving guys into position a little bit.
Mallory, I think you're even taller than that one.
It's going to take me a few minutes, guys.
The one with my moonbeam on him takes 11 damage.
This guy back here, I have to make a save, right?
Yep. Constitution save.
Let's see what I get. Thanks for reminding me, Nani. I rolled a 19, so put out the token, please. I'm going to go with the druids and stuff first. I think only one is asleep. This druid, he's moved back here and he's fallen asleep. He goes first, so he loses his turn based on the initiative count. This needle is being commanded by someone somewhere to wake him up. And I will remove the unconscious. He's not unconscious, he's sleeping. There's actually a sleep icon out there, miss, and it's listed alphabetical, so you can find it next time. It's not a big deal. But he wakes up, but the druid still loses his turn, as well as this little needle blight guy, right? These guys are going to move up. They have to move around Sinros's fire, though. Sorry. These guys are going to march up. These guys are just going to march down the field. They're going to try to get into position a little bit better for you guys down here.
No. No.
Yeah, they can move all the way down. They're sprinting down the field. And the druid follows with them.
What the?
These guys already moved. That guy moved.
If they move closer,
This guy sprints down the aisle too. I haven't moved these guys yet. I haven't moved any of these guys. Now you're still engaged, so you have +2 AC. Yeah, they're just going to shoot over him. Thanks, whoever's moving that token.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm trying to move around your little bonfires, Sinros, and try to calculate it a little bit. I moved with these guys. This guy sprinted. This guy, I think, has moved because you're going to shoot at
those
you,
guys-
Esmeralda.
Yeah. Those
Okay.
ones
This
by
one
me
I
have already
didn't.
moved.
I didn't move this guy yet. I'm going to say this guy sprints down the aisle town this way as well. All right, I think that's it for movement. Now I'm going to roll for attacks. Let's start off with the needle blights first. Let's start off with Irina. I'll try to rotate these models to see who we're attacking with. Irina, you're going to get attacked twice. I got to use my hotkeys, guys. What's your AC at, Irina? I know it's pretty low.
I will check for you right now. It is a 12.
That is a hit. You take 4 points of damage as the needle blight scrapes at your kneecaps. 19 is the next one. You take another 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Being an adventurer isn't easy. You put your life on the line every day. I'm going to attack Noni with 2 guys with the blights first with +2 to a hit.
So
First one is a 5. Second one is a 20. Not nat. You take 3 points of damage, Noni. The druids aren't doing much, right? Because there's only 2 of them out there now. There's 3 of them out there, but this one just came out. This one was just woke up, and this one's sprinting.
Sorry, how much damage was that?
Sure. You took 3 points of damage.
Thank you.
Yep. This one is attacking Marcus, but... Oh, I'm sorry. This one's attacking Mist. I'm rolling pretty well, but I'm not rolling criticals. You take 2 points of damage, Mist, plus make a concentration roll. You have to roll...
Can't all be crits.
No, actually, Mist, you don't even need to make a concentration roll. This is something I read up, guys. When you make a saving throw, a natural 1 in a saving throw does not mean automatic failure. So, Mist, you don't even need to make a saving throw because your constitution's already high. The Twig Blight roll for damage because it starts its round here in the hail of blades. So, Irina, roll for damage. I don't think I get a save. I don't. It's a pretty good spell. 44 damage. Did you roll it? It automatically dies. It only has 4 HP, so even if you rolled all 1s, it would just be destroyed. But you can roll it just for funsies, Irina. You're muted, I think, a little bit, too. That's okay. So
I'm sorry.
one Twig Blight is going to attack Marcus. Irina, I'm sorry, Mallory is dodging, so that's good.
Do I still roll for it, or you just like...
You can roll for it just for funsies. But you just automatically destroy. He does not hit Marcus. We're going to move down to Mallory. So this one is attacking Marcus.
Would've been an 8 anyways.
Yeah, you just totally... The hail of, like, daggers are just dicing up this little...
It's just like
poor little
sawdust
tree
everywhere.
vine. Exactly. Good job. Let's attack Mallory. Mallory, you are not being flanked. Move this guy a little closer, I guess. But you're being attacked by 4 guys. At disadvantage, but not +2. So let's roll. So I'm rolling at disadvantage, so I'm going to take the lowest of the numbers.
Okay.
That's a 7, since you're dodging, right?
Mm-hmm.
11. And this is the last one. 4. So they all miss you. You're just quickly dodging and weaving out. That also goes for missile attacks as well. These, we're going to say, and I have to move to Esmeralda now. So how many guys are on Esmeralda? We got 3 guys on Esmeralda. You guys have almost decimated all the little twiggies. Let's roll for 3. First one is 10, so that doesn't hit. 6 and 11. I'm rolling kind of bad there. Now it's time to shoot with the needle blights. This guy sprinted or something. He doesn't get to attack, but these guys get to attack. These 3 guys that are shooting at Noni here, but you still get +2 because they're shooting through heavy cover through all these vines right here. So we're going to do that to begin with. First one. That's a hit. Take 5 points of damage. Keep in mind, so that's your first concentration check with the Moonbeam. But the DC is low, right? It's half damage, so the DC is like 2, right? So it's not even like you have to roll almost really
10.
low. 10.
If it's less than 10, it's 10.
So I'm sorry then. Who is the other person? It's actually Miss, right? Because I hit Miss. So Miss needs to roll a concentration check, DC 10. You can do that on your own, and if it fails, let me know. Because you get to add your bless to that, Noni. So let's start off with a miss. Did you pass your
13.
concentration?
I got 23.
Awesome. So let's a second attack out of the 3 is a miss and another hit. I rolled a nat 20, so that's a critical. So Noni, you take 6 plus 12. 18 points plus a stack of exhaustion.
Oh, that was a 20? Because that was...
It's a nat 20.
It was a... So you have +0 to attack?
I have a +3. So I rolled a 23, but I'm looking at the original roll. It's a 23. Oh. So it's a nat 20. It's the first nat 20. So Noni takes a stack of exhaustion as the last hail of needles enters into her wolf form.
Okay.
So how criticals work is you take max damage from the roll. So it's 2d6. So it's 12 plus whatever I rolled there, which is 6. So you take 18 points of damage. Plus mark a stack of exhaustion down. So I'm done shooting at Noni and attacking Noni. Let's go down the line to Marcus. We have 3 of them attacking Marcus here. But Marcus, they destroyed the one in front of you. They don't have any negative to shoot you. Because you're just right out in the open. Oh, they're shooting through a needle blight. I'm sorry. So you have +2 to AC. Because you're engaged with a person right in front of you. You see that? I'm drawing the line of sight. They're shooting over someone. So you get partial
25
cover.
AC.
Yeah, so they have to roll a nat 20 on Marcus. First one. 1, 2, 3. Tyr has chosen his champion well. Marcus hasn't taken any damage this whole fight. What the hell? Let's go to Mallory. So we have the 1, 2, 3 over here shooting at Mallory. Now Mallory, they attack you at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So start off. 1. Disadvantage, so that's a 9. 2. That's a 9 again. 3, a 7, so they don't hit you. And your AC is already high with your shield out now.
Yeah.
You are a fighter class. You know, you can kind of go into tank mode like this a little bit. So it's good to be like adaptable. Like that's what D&D is. Like it's all about adapting. As the needle blights reload this, almost like it's like in 300, guys. They blotted out the sun. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Esmeralda. They have 1, 2, 3 firing into you. You're engaged, so 2 of them attack. You get a +5 your AC. Because they're attacking through a target for starters. You see that with these 2 guys? They're attacking through a target. Plus, you're already in heavy cover. It's good to kind of just watch this, guys. So I attack. Your AC is really high now. So I have to roll high.
It's 21 right now.
So the last one doesn't attack, but you get +2 to your AC. Your AC is 21.
Yes.
So he's shooting through all these things because you're in like the bush, right? You're in these deep vines. I actually have models for these vine trees, but you guys wouldn't even be able to put them out if we actually had them out. And that's it. I think that's my turn, guys. As we
I'm
go
coming with the heals.
and now you guys, so yeah, remember it goes to your temporary hit points first. If you take damage and you had temporary hit points, it goes to your temp hit points first, then to your real HP from Miss blessing from Nynaeve.
So
go to
now
Esmeralda.
my turn.
That is right. I'm sorry it takes me so long, guys. Normally there's
No,
not
all
that many
good, all
models. This fight is really complex.
Oh, let's go, nat 20.
Wait, what'd you get? Let me see. So roll it again to see if you get a super crit. Because so far
Alright,
nobody's had
okay,
a super
okay,
crit.
okay.
Nobody's got a super crit.
No, not a super crit,
Oh.
but
Which
so
one did you want to destroy?
damage, I will destroy
This one right
this
here?
one right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Now that one's the one I wouldn't destroy because remember that was giving the +2 to AC, but that's okay.
Oh.
Better luck next time.
And I'll
Is that your
attack
turn?
My
Okay, there you
I
go.
have my short sword attack too.
You're
Ooh,
flinging
not
your
as
long
lucky.
sword and sword. Yeah, it doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Nope.
You've been kicking butt though. You've destroyed like 5 or 6 of these little guys. Is your turn over?
Yep, that's it. That's
Okay,
it.
let's go to Mallory.
Yep. So if I were to change for my
The 2-hour
short sword,
fight.
that's an action, right?
No, you could basically drop your weapon and then pull it out another weapon. Unless Noni wants to correct me.
Whatever it is.
Perfect.
Yeah, 5.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna use.
Which one did you
action
want to
surge.
destroy?
I pointed at this guy.
Okay, thank you.
And then I'm going to put action surge.
Hacking down the little vines in the vineyard.
And then using my action surge and swipe again at this guy.
Okay, mark it on your sheet too, because there's a
Yes,
little
I
counter there.
did.
That's a bonus of using just D&D Beyond, guys. You can just click off your spells and stuff. You guys aren't even close to going down. Nobody's even dropped dead yet.
That's a 7. No, it doesn't. It's like 12, right? I missed.
No, you did. Oh, 12 is a hit on. Let me take a look. at the
No, I
AC.
mean the AC is 12, but I got a 7.
Oh, okay. Is your turn over?
Yeah.
Let's go to Mist.
I kind of want to heal, but I don't think everybody needs help.
I mean, you have the. You guys need to also roll the D6 stuff, right? Every
Yes,
turn,
I do.
you guys are rolling it. It doesn't buff over the temp hit points because temp hit points do not stack. So
It's
just a
D6
general
plus 4, sorry,
That's right. Every turn.
Okay.
So if you've taken damage,
I forgot.
you can roll it, and if it goes over whatever you had before. So there's a lot of micromanagement. And as the DM, I can't keep track of all of it. You have to keep track of it yourself. So let's go to who's up next? Mist.
Me.
Thank you.
What is your hit points at right now, Nani?
You should be able to see it on her sheet on the tabletop,
I
right?
didn't know she.
I don't know if she's keeping track of it there.
I'm keeping track in D&D Beyond because it's way too difficult to go into 2 places.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm down to 26.
Okay, so you still have a fair amount. I will just go ahead and destroy this creature that keeps attacking me because he's annoying me.
You just want to attack with a weapon or something? This guy right here?
I'll do, yeah, that's fine. I'll use, I have my mace out.
All right. Do you want to call on one of your gods?
To hit it with the mace?
I
No.
remember Igot. Let's try it.
Now I rolled an 11, or, hold on. I rolled a 12.
That's a hit,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a hit.
Actually, no, they have an AC of 13. The Needle Blights have an AC of 12. So that was not a hit. Igot strikes again.
Fuck.
All on your god.
See, that's what you should have listened to me there, miss.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Let's go to Noni. I have to take a wicked piss, by the way, guys.
Good information.
Take a break in like a couple minutes.
We're going to take a break when it comes to my turn, because my turn takes forever.
Okay.
I'm going to pop the moonbeam over on top of this guy. Well, is this guy awake yet?
This guy is awake. So he stood up, basically. He's just like coming out of it. Do you want to move it onto him?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I have enough movement.
You do.
to move it onto him instead.
Sure.
And then,
Now, what's the range on movement?
It's 120. He is
Yeah,
still
for
within
sure.
range. I double checked.
It's 21 inches.
Yeah, it's 120 as I can move it, but I can only move it 60 per round, which that
That's
should
24 inches. You're in range.
So that I believe is my turn. And
Okay.
he'll take 2d10 at the end of my turn,
That's right. Kicking
or
butt.
at the beginning of his turn.
Yep, slowly whittling these badass druids down. Let's go to Irina. These evil druids of the woods.
I'm gonna, since I'm looking this way, I'm gonna smack this guy with,
A
with
spell
my
or
rapier.
okay.
Cause I can.
You can also do Bardic Inspiration as well. Every turn is a bonus action.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I got a 16.
Perfect. That's a hit. You slice into it, and you hear a thump. Which one did you want to kill?
The one that's directly behind Noni.
Okay. Yeah, that's flanking her. I'll allow it.
Okay. And then I will inspire. I will inspire Mist. Because I can.
Perfect.
I will go over here. I'm gonna roll it on here.
Great. Let's go to Marcus.
3.
Yeah,
Plus
so the
something.
infidel-
I think you get plus something, don't you? 3? Or is it just
Yeah.
straight up 3?
Do I? I
I
mean,
don't know. Look it in your character sheet under Bardic Inspiration. What do you want to do, Marcus? You killed someone? How was your turn, Marcus? Is the battle of combat of D&D everything you had dreamed of?
It is. I'm done.
You don't want to cast any Eldritch Blast or anything?
No, I only have one action.
Sinros, you're up.
I don't got no action.
I
surge.
know. You can't call down the flames of your god on someone?
Nope, no
That
flames.
sucks. Just good old meat grinding it.
Just get old bonk and done.
Let's go to Sinros with the fireball magic. Sinros, your mic is cutting out a little bit again.
No, no. I don't know what's up. Okay. One of my mage hands should have been somewhere around Irina. Should
Yeah,
just
you
be
can move
floating
it
around.
60 feet. It's just not like something you can just move it 60 feet within any turn. You can just
Yeah.
look, and as long as you can see it. What do you want to do? You want to pull someone?
Yeah, I want this druid to make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Okay,
Or
is your
be
bonus
pulled.
action?
Yeah, that's my bonus.
Okay, he fails. You want to push
So
him 5
he's gonna-
feet?
No, I'm gonna pull him 5 feet. So, like, right in there-ish.
Okay, he's into the rough terrain now.
And I'm going to cast Suggestion on him.
Okay. Now I have to make another save, right?
Yes, DC 15 Wisdom save.
Rolling it. He passes.
I'm gonna use a Fate.
You want to use your
Boom.
fate point on suggesting something.
Boom,
to us.
got it.
I am-
As a DM, I recommend against it. But
Boom.
I'll do it if you want. You want him to fail? Do you want him to fail?
Mic drop.
Mm,
Well, now that you've
How about
I
this
don't-
instead? I'll have you make a perception check instead of wasting your fate point.
okay.
As you're trying to figure out what's going on, I'll let you try to roll a
you
perception
look
check.
and see a giant druid right next to you.
This encounter, I see why they said this encounter sucks. It's just like so bogged down.
I'm being on my perception check.
Just roll.
Can I be perceptive?
You rolled a 20?
At nat 20.
Holy shit.
Boom.
You see him. There's another druid up here in the building on the second floor. He appears to be commanding all of them
Oh, he's
since you
really-
rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Covered
Okay,
in
then
mud and grease or whatever it is. You can't tell. You know, certain druidic symbols scarred onto him. These people, you haven't heard him speak common once. There you go.
Well, that's Sinros' turn. I guess he'll yell to everyone that he sees someone else in the building.
Yeah,
Control.
roll play it out. As it comes up to my turn, guys, that's when we're going to take our little break. I'll move all the models and I'll start rolling when we get all back. Let's take a little break.
Mirror images also get the blur? Or is it just my mirror images
Just
get destroyed?
no, it's just like the blur effect is sort of on you. So if it does hit you, it blurs or something. It's basically to make you a little tankier, so you don't get crapped on. Really.
Oh wow.
It's so cold.
You're bundling up.
It's like a negative 12 degrees outside right now.
Oh my god.
What?
It's cold.
Oh, Irina, I didn't know if you were saying something.
Yeah, that's just nuts. Like negative 12. That's really bad.
Yeah.
Shooting through friendly units does not cause a plus to AC. They could just duck out of each other, really. Yeah, I'm gonna move. This guy's gonna cast a spell. He's gonna cast Ensnare on Sinros. I think it's 15 feet.
Is that a strength or a dex save?
So he's gonna cast it right there. It's a strength saving throw. So even if you're in there, now this area becomes difficult terrain. So you fail, and you're ensnared now. So you have all enemies have advantage on attacking you. So if you can, please put out the entangled or whatever it is on your character. As this druid mutters some words. Druidic. Unfortunately, Noni's sort of in the line of fire, but she's still in cover. She's like got +2 to her AC. They're going to get closer though, but they're going to stay slightly out of range. If the game doesn't crash. Yeah, unfortunately, Noni's just... I'm not trying to beat Noni up or anything like that. She was out there in front. She moved way out here, and now she's sort of like holding the front line. I'm not trying to bully her. This guy's moving into your threat of range, I would say, Esmeralda right here, though. But he still wants to shoot at you. They do not get flanking bonuses when they shoot at you. It's only for melee combat. I need to roll the saving throw on the druid back there with Noni. I failed, so she takes more damage. These druids are seeing the tide of the battle turn a little bit, so they're getting a little more trepid, but these guys are just like little crap minions to them. Soulless minions, sort of like little skeleton warriors. So they can send them out. They can just send them out as many as they want. They don't care if they fight to the death. They're going to sprint down here. I have to shoot at Mist a little bit to give her some love. So we're not beating up on Noni all the time. Sorry, Mist. I think that's it for my turn. We're going to start off with the little blight guys first. This guy is going to move out, but he's pretty badly injured, so Noni has to roll damage for him. And then, of course, he's going to run away. He's badly injured. They don't fight to the death. So we'll see what Noni rolls. He could be killed if Noni rolls high. We'll start off with the little blight guys first. So we have Irina here first. 2 guys on Irina. That's a hit. You take 3 points of damage. And that's another hit at 16, right? So you take 6 points of damage, Irina. Irina, you take 6 points of damage.
Got it.
Let's go to... I don't think I'm going to be able to hit Marcus, so I'll roll on Marcus. One guy is attacking Marcus. I did not hit. I have to roll a nat 20 on Marcus. Let's roll on Esmeralda with 2 guys. What's your AC at, Esmeralda? It's like 19.
It is 16.
That one's a hit. You take 4 points of damage. And it goes through your temp HP first.
Yep.
Let's go to the needle blights now. I might move that guy. I think that's it for those guys. I attacked with Marcus, so I have to attack Mallory. 1, 2, 3. Guys on Mallory.
Checking.
I roll a nat 20 on Mallory with the needle blight. I hear you, Marcus. So Mallory, here's how it works. You take 4 plus 5, so you take 9 points of damage, plus a stack of exhaustion because it's a critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first attack on Mallory, right? So I have 3 guys on Mallory. No, wait. Are you dodging? No, you attacked last round, right?
I attacked last round, yeah.
So you don't have the dodge action. He wouldn't have criticaled you if you would have been dodging.
Also, I lead.
Just something to keep in mind. And you wouldn't have taken a stack of exhaustion. Roll number 2 is an 18. You have a 19 AC though, right?
Well, it's 17, but do I have
No, you don't
plus
have the
2
plus
for
2.
the people?
No, because they're
Okay.
just attacking you in melee. You take 4 points of damage. Again, it goes through your temp first, then through your other HP.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, it goes through the temp first, but you still take a stack of exhaustion.
Yeah.
So I'm done attacking Mallory. That was the 3 hits. I already rolled against Marcus and missed. So the last person, I just wanted to wait to get the table. Noni, why don't you roll for your damage? I failed the saving throw. And then I'm going to attack Mallory. I'm sorry, I'm going to attack Noni. And then we're going to move on to the Needle Blights. How do you kill this druid back here, Noni?
My huge.
Just burning him to a crisp. He wakes up out of his sleep. This beam of like radiant damage. Ah!
I scream, "Fuck you!" and druidic at him.
Sorry, I think I missed up my points. I
He's dead.
was not paying
He's
attention.
just been destroyed. So you just go through your temp HP first, Mallory. The Twilight Sanctuary is really powerful, you guys, if you guys are all together. At lower levels like this, too, it really keeps you guys alive. But as you guys start fighting like hill giants and things like that, it's not going to be that great. But it's okay.
I just asked how much damage did I take already. I don't.
So I said, I think you take the critical, which was 10, plus I think another 5.
So 15.
Yep.
So, ouch. Yeah, okay. So 15 minus 6.
Now I'm going to attack with the Needle Blights. This druid who saw his friend get incinerated runs
Really
off
happy. Oh,
south.
where?
Goodbye.
The tiny one.
This tiny one, he leaves a battle. The druids and NPCs, guys, they're not going to just fight to the death, and neither should you guys in every battle. They're pretty wise. Now, these guys, like I said, maybe everybody here, these guys are just little crap minions. They're just little, they don't even have a spirit, really, or a soul or anything. You know, they're just out there for fodder. We're going to start off with Sinrose, who has to go through Mirror Image, but I have to roll against this. I think this is a good test for Sinrose. So let me take a look here. I have 4 Needle Blights shooting at Sinrose in the open. I'm going to shoot 2 of them at his... So the first one I'm going to start shooting at is actually your illusion. These 2. Okay? So let's see if I hit your illusion. The illusion's AC. Just to kind of do it that way.
Now that was the minor illusion I put out way back when, so
Yep.
it didn't really happen.
It's a 5, though, so I have to hit it. I'll say it now. It
Okay.
just disappears on the second one. But they still wasted 2 attacks on it.
Sure.
And it's not restrained. It's just like frozen there, so I'll delete it. I'm going to move the icon there for restrain. Now, they attack you with advantage, but when they attack you, you still have your mirror image up, and then they have to go through your blur. So if they hit you, so let's start off with the first attack. So that's an advantage hit, so they hit you, so then I have to roll a d20, right, for your mirror image.
I rolled one. I didn't know if you wanted to.
I rolled a 2. Does it hit you? I don't know. I forgot the exact roll on it. Because the rules are like, there's a million conditions.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me? Because your mirror image are just mirroring you. So they're stuck in the vines with you, entangled. They're a more powerful illusion than like your silent image, which is just like a caricature, not even moving.
Yeah, so technically that would hit this. I have to roll a 6 or higher for my mirror image for it to destroy one mirror image.
So I rolled a 2. Does it hit you or your mirror image?
It would hit me.
So now we have to see if it blurs, right? So how does the blur work?
That would just impose disadvantage on the attack. So it would be a normal attack instead of an advantage.
So I rolled a 17, so it cancels out. So I take the first roll. So it hits Sinrose, and the blur is gone, right?
Blur goes away after it is.
So you take 9 points of damage. And your minor illusions are still up, so I roll again. With advantage, I hit. But now I have to roll a d20 to see if it hits through your illusions. Right? I rolled a 9, so one of your illusions goes away now. So now you have, instead of 3 up, you have 2 up. Complicated enough?
Isn't it a dexterity modifier based on my dexterity modifier?
Yeah, but I roll with advantage because your illusions are trying to reenact what you're doing through the power of the staff that never is or was. So it's an attack with advantage, even though they're illusions. You're becoming a much more powerful caster or bender. So to make believable, they have to attack you with advantage. Otherwise, it would be just too disbelievable.
Okay,
They one of you, so you got hit once, and the other one didn't hit you. It hits your illusion, so one of them fades out, just like the spell says. If you need to, go read up on mirror image to double check, make sure I'm right.
double check how many mirror images I have. That's.
I think you have 3, just like the spell.
3. It'll be a higher AC requirement for it not to hit next time.
Okay. So
So I did 9.
I rolled a nat 19 on the advantage hit. Am I wrong? Should we hold up the game?
I don't know
Sinros?
what you're talking about.
Okay. Now I'm
I mean,
gonna.
yeah,
Are you good? Or is there a
I'm
question?
fine. That
Okay.
was 4 attacks, right? 2 went to my
Yes,
minor
exactly.
illusion.
So you did very well. Out of 4 guys attacking you, only 1 hit a wizard, which I think is really good.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Now I'm gonna
You should
shoot.
also tell us about the dude that you saw.
Yes, I already
He did. He screamed it out last turn.
That was doing my turn.
So only 3 guys are going to shoot at Noni here. Again, Noni gets a +2 to her AC. Number 1, what's your AC at? Higher, 16 or something? 2, 3. So they didn't hit you. A hail of needles comes down as you're already kind of taking, your normal body and your regular body's getting pretty screwed up, but you're holding in there. That was it against Noni. 2 guys are going to attack Mist because I want to spread the love around. So you just don't attack Noni all the time. That's a 17. That's a hit against Mist. 6 points of damage to Mist. And an 18, you take another 6 points. Again, it goes through your temp HP first. So 12 points in total. Then I'm going to go to none of them, or we got a few of them attacking Marcus. I'm going to say 3 are shooting at Marcus here. I moved these guys up, I think.
No, you moved everyone already.
Great. Yeah, just speed it up. 2, 3. Marcus is heavily armored. Fully covered and armored, and his shield is out. It's almost pointless to attack him. Would have been nice to send him out first, huh, guys? Maybe next time. Let's go to these. We have 3 more guys shooting at Mallory. Again, Mallory, you get a +2 to your AC, I say. I rolled a 19.
Mm-hmm.
You take 10 points of damage.
Oh, fuck.
Have you
okay.
dropped?
Oh!
I've rolled pretty hard against you this round. See, that's what's really good about dodging. See, I would have rolled what was the other roll? 17. So I still would have hit, but it makes it a lot harder, and you wouldn't have taken that stack of exhaustion. I mean, you're in the front line as a sharpshooter. You should really be back a lot. So you've just been caught tactically out of position. The second one is a miss. The third one is also a miss. What's your HP at, Mallory?
Oh.
Do you want to tell everybody? Let's go to the next person down the line, which is Esmeralda.
Do you need healed? What's your hit?
1, 2, 3, 4 attacking Esmeralda. Esmeralda gets +2 to her AC. So she has a 19, right?
Coming, Mallory. I'm coming.
18 with +2. 18 with +2.
I rolled a 20, so that's a hit.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of damage. 21. 6 more points. That's 3, and that's 4. So I just did the damage, right? You got it?
Yep, got it.
I'm trying to speed this up as fast as I can, guys. Okay, it's your guys' turn. Was that fun for you? Probably not. This is turn number 6. We start at the top of the round with Esmeralda.
Okay, can I reach this guy behind me? Or, I guess...
No,
to the
he's
side
5
of
foot away, so you'd have to disengage.
Okay.
He's purposely
Alright.
out of the way. He's being commanded by the guys up top. That's been signaled out by Sinros. There's a guy tactically kind of telling all these guys what to do. He can look down into the vine field and command them somehow. Since Sinros rolled a nat 20. Short
then I
goes out. That's a hit.
I kill one of the twigs.
I'll just delete him. Okay. Next
and
attack.
then I'm going to move.
So your bonus action is a
No, I'm not disengaging. I'm just.
You're right. You're in the.
I'm just moving around him right there. So
Yep, you
put
can
him
move
in
in
between.
Yep, you can do that. You can actually move all the way around, but your turn, I think, is. No, that's your bonus action. So you still get to attack with your other weapon.
I did. I missed the first attack,
Okay,
but I
sorry.
hit on the second. Yep, all good.
Is your turn over?
Yep, that's it.
Let's go to Mallory. The 4-hour encounter, guys. This is almost worse than the one Jacob had, guys.
Ah, there's nothing she can do.
I hate this encounter already.
There's nothing she can do.
Dodge.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she's gonna dodge. I guess.
Dodge.
There's-
That's why you make backup characters.
You can disengage. And,
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
can.
I got you. I got her.
Yeah.
She's gonna
I'm-
heal you.
I'm-
Okay. You want to dodge?
Yeah, I guess it's not
Missed.
fun.
You're up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast.
Just before we move on.
I'm not trying to
can I
skip you. I'm just trying to push this along so we can get over.
What? I guess talking is just whatever. And just
Yeah,
yell,
you can talk.
What? Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Can we run? Because I don't know what we're doing.
Miss, you're up.
I'm gonna cast level 2 Prayer of Healing. So everybody except for Marcus, because you have full health. You will gain.
The armor of
9
vengeance
hit
stands
points.
to no one. Everyone gains
Not
9 hit
10,
points.
but 9 hit points.
Ooh.
Mallory, you need to roll for your temp HP as well. And same with you, Esmeralda. You've moved out of the range of it though when you did that.
I roll again.
You roll for the temp HP.
Yeah, it keeps layering every round.
It lasts 10
It
rounds.
can't-
Yeah, it doesn't layer.
It can't
but it can
stack on
re-roll.
itself. But it
Exactly.
just keeps refreshing.
And then to get the heat off of you, Mallory, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on you. So anytime that
Is that
somebody
a bonus
goes to
action?
it is a bonus action.
Okay.
So and anytime that a creature goes to attack you, they have to do a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they have to choose a new target.
Okay. So Mallory now has Sanctuary. I'm not sure if I put an icon out there for you.
I think I've heard that spell. I think it dispels if I attack then, right? Or something.
Just read it up on D&D Beyond, please.
I got
I'm reading it.
Okay, let's go to. Are you done, Mist?
Yeah.
Let's go to Noni. So you guys have been re-healed. Mallory is kind of going into defensive mode, and then Mist is doing what she needs to do, which is to buff the party and prevent Mallory from dropping. Noni, you're up.
Are these guys on the left-hand side over here actually different from the people on the...
No, you see if you highlight over them, you'll see they'll say Needle Blight, and then the
Okay,
other
so
ones
they're
say
the same
Twig
things.
Blight. Yeah, and you can kind of move your camera around to see if they're taller. The other ones are medium-sized creatures. The other ones are smaller. This druid is wounded, but he's up there, and he entangled Sinros.
Okay, and so currently I'm only in actual melee with these two guys right in front of me, correct?
Yeah, these guys have all backed away from you. You still got +2 to your AC, but they're out of range. So you're only in combat with 2 guys. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get closer to that guy in the window. Because
He's way up here. He's way out here. You want to try
I
to...
only need to get 20 feet closer, and then he's within distance of me moving my
You'd have to
on
do...
top.
You can't move through the hostile targets, so you'd have to
Correct.
move around.
Like there's some space right here, and there's some space between them here.
Yeah, you could do it, but first of all, it'd be double movement, and you have to waste an action to disengage, so you have 50 feet of movement.
Need to waste an action if I am just taking the hits.
You just want to get all those opportunity of attacks. Are you sure?
There's only 2 of them.
Yeah, but if
And
you
2 guys
move,
are within...
okay, so there's these 2 guys, but if you start moving through here, this guy will get an attack of opportunity, the same as this guy.
Right, but if I move through here and just stay right around this area, I'm still...
You want to try to move through
zone.
Marcus? There's a hail of daggers right here from Irene.
What is that?
There's a hail of
Is that
daggers
the
from
cloud
Irene.
of daggers?
That's the cloud of daggers.
the cloud of
I'm
death.
sorry. I'm gonna get an animation out for you, Irina.
That is just fine.
But
That
you
is
changed.
just
You were sneaky,
fine.
Irina. You changed something, so I didn't see that
Sorry,
stuff.
I bought a
You're good.
what is it? A bard spell deck.
Do you wanna
so
just-
that I could actually see because
Yeah,
I
there you
couldn't
go.
like see what I was adding before. So now I
Alright.
can. So sorry.
Noni, do you want to do that? Do you want to get
Yep.
attacked by those guys?
So I'm gonna go through
Okay.
here.
Why don't you
And
just do
around.
since you're getting attacked already, you can do a sprint action and move 5 times your movement.
That's not what I want to do.
Okay.
She wants to still do.
Okay,
her
so you're
action.
there. You're there then, or
Yes.
wherever you've moved.
So I am right here, so I'm
Okay.
still within the threat range of this guy. I'm out of range of this needle blight. So I'll take these two, still in threat range, and I'm now within 120 feet.
That's fine.
And I'm
I'll
gonna move
allow
my
it.
moonbeam on top of him.
He's in the house.
But he told me where it was, so I'm just moving my moonbeam
You want to
directly
blow
into the
So
house.
here's how it will work if you want to do it. I'll allow you to change it. So the moonbeam like is going up on top of the house like that. You see the figure up there. He's wielding a staff of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happens is you have to damage the Martikov's house.
It is a 40-foot cylinder,
I know it has
so
to
it can
blow
go through
through.
the entire house.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess that's the way the spell is written. We will allow it. So it's sitting on the guy in the house.
Yep.
We will allow it. That's your action, so let me roll all the attacks. So I get 4 attacks, is that correct? 1, 2, 3,
You get
4.
2 because
You're
I'm
in threat
still
range.
Threat range.
That's
of the
right,
one
you've
guy,
moved into threat
and
range.
the other guy, I
You're right.
was not close enough for him to hit me.
Thank you. Thank you.
So 2 from the
Yep,
tricks.
here we go. 1, that's a 19.
Okay, that'll hit.
3 damage. Now, you didn't cast your moonbeam. You still have your moonbeam up, so you have to make a concentration roll.
Right.
Why don't you roll that now?
17.
Okay, perfect. 17 is also a hit.
Right.
These poor little twiggy guys. 2.
Okay. 2 damage. And I roll Constitution checks at advantage.
That's right.
So that would be a
Did you get it?
7. And then yeah, I just barely make it thanks to.
If you didn't make it, you could just recast it, right?
Yeah, I could.
So you just wasted.
But I
another
made it
spell
because of bless.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bless is a super powerful spell.
I'm gonna
All right.
try to get
So
it
this
when I
is
level.
Noni's turn
7,
is
8,
over.
9, and then I used my bardic inspiration to get me
Awesome.
over to 10.
You have to declare to use the bardic inspiration before you roll it next time, but that's okay. Let's go to
no,
Irene.
Bardic inspiration you can declare before you hear the result, but
That's right.
After you see the roll.
Yeah, you can.
Level 20 bard.
That's right. That's right. Noni's correct again. Let's
Yeah,
go to
so-
the next person down the line, if that's okay, Noni.
And I'm gonna roll my points for.
Yes. Awesome. This combat encounter is fucking complex. Yeah, I'll allow it. Your model's almost on the rim of it, but we'll allow it just for brevity's sake. Let's go to Irina.
What's near me?
Oh, no,
You have
no,
3
no.
guys on you.
I still did little guys.
You have 3 guys on you.
Can I even do anything? They can't sleep.
You have this hail of things that you can command to move places.
I can't move it. I looked it up. I
Oh, you
can't.
can't,
I
it just
wish I
sits right
could.
there?
I wish I could.
Oh,
I wish I could, but I can't.
it's not like Moonbeam. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
um,
You want to cast another one?
It's.
It's
No,
pretty
I
good.
don't. But what? It's a level 2, which is why I don't want to cast
It's really
it.
good if someone's like stuck in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have cast it in front of the door before, but I couldn't get over there.
Yeah, or one in one of these aisleways.
That'd have been awesome.
Yeah.
Because if
yeah,
anybody
it
runs through the
was-
aisleway,
Door?
Yeah,
yeah.
just like in
well, they're
non-shell
I didn't
paths.
describe it really well, guys. They smashed out all the windows in the house and they're just crawling out through the windows. There's like a stable over
yeah.
here. The house isn't really accurate because I had to actually create this map. But there's like a stable over there and they're like coming out of the whole house, really.
Are there any more druids? There's one over here.
There's one over here that just entangled Sinros.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at level 2. That's
Okay.
the only other one.
Do I have to make a
Something
save?
I added, I promise. No, you... Wait, do you?
I don't know, you tell
Yeah,
me.
you do, but if you fail it, it just does half damage, so either way I'm gonna hit it.
Great.
You have to beat Wisdom 14.
7, fail.
So I am going to first roll 4d6, and I'm going to
Probably blow this guy's head up.
whip out my like guitar thing, whatever it is, and I'm
Your
gonna
lute?
like play something really horrible. like the worst fucking tune that you've ever heard in your entire life, and you're gonna freak out, take how much damage? Not that much. 10 damage, and you're gonna run as far away from me as you can.
Just because that's so metal, he takes all the damage, and he's like, ah! He wants to run away. So we can get this combat encounter over.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next person. Are you done, Irina? Do you want to do Bardic Inspiration again?
I could.
You can, if you want to.
I could do inspiration.
It
Yeah,
helped
sure,
out.
why
It
not?
helped out Noni last time.
Why not? Who's not inspired right now? Who do I still have inspiration on?
Mallory's probably the person you should put it
Mallory.
on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's
Mallory
inspire Mallory.
Esmeralda.
And I turn around and I
Give
play
it
a
to-
beautiful tune. And then
Yes, girl.
Remember what Madame Eva said, guys, when we all held hands together. You need to work together as a team. Let's go to the next person down the
Right.
initiative count. Let's go to Marcus.
and you get 6 points of
Hell yeah.
bardic inspiration.
And you can use that on attack,
Nice.
saving throw, or
Teamwork
or
makes the
ability
dream work.
check.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Die.
Attack, ability, check, saving throw.
It dies.
Great. Which one? That one. Marcus whittling him down one by one.
Hold on, and then I can actually move. Oh my god. I'm
Yeah.
gonna move forward.
Okay, you moved in. You moved into, let's say, melee range of these guys.
Cool.
Okay.
Why did my dog fall down dead?
Because you hit the 3 command. It's an animated model, so if you highlight over it and hit the 3 command, oop, something happened there. I changed the state of it. Sorry. You did it again.
And
So if
now
you go
it's a
to,
hellhound.
it's a part of its.
He's just tired.
He's tired. He's getting beat up. There you go, Noni. If I hover over it and I can actually quick change it, let's hit the mouse keys. It actually changes it. It's kind of cool. I didn't know
Wait,
that.
one thing really quick.
Yes, Irina.
Does the druid still have its reaction?
It does.
So it actually immediately moves away. So it needs to use it right now to just book it.
I'm gonna say he flees the
you go.
battlefield just to speed the
Okay.
combat up.
There you
As
go.
you kind of role played it so awesome there, Irina. You know that's pretty awesome. Let's go to Sinros.
Is the entangle gone after he just leaves?
I have to make a saving throw because I took a lot of damage. So let's start that first. He fails it, so the entangle is now gone.
Wait. Okay. Then.
So you're free to
first
move
I'm
now. Okay,
gonna move
that's your move
here,
action.
And then I'm gonna make 2 bonfires.
Okay.
Hooray! Let's roast some marshmallows.
Where do you want to put him?
Make dex saving throws. I think I may have forgot to say that last time.
That's okay. I don't really like this
One's
encounter.
for this group of 3 right here, and one's going to be for this group of 4 right here.
I passed on the second one. The bonfire is just 5 by 5 feet, right?
5 by 5 feet. They're
We'll just say-
persistent since they're
We'll just say they
concentration.
last one on one target. It's just a cantrip, right?
Yeah, it is.
Do you want to overcast it?
I mean, technically, this is. I guess that's a.
I
yeah,
can't
let's-
I can't allow it since it's just a cantrip.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to get some people off the field here the best I can, so I'll
If you
overcast.
overcast it, roll a d6.
I'm just going full hog on this today.
The DC will be 12 to actually expand it by double the range, like what you want.
So my D6 was a 5. What does that make it?
You're just creating a bigger bonfire.
Yeah, I'm saying to overcast it.
You have to roll a d6.
I did. I got a 5.
So 5. I'm just looking on our page. It's wisdom. Your mind is tested as you begin bending reality around you.
19.
Passed. So you burn up some dudes, and I passed the save on one of them. Did you want to cast it on another group of guys? You can only, since it's a cantrip, you can duplicate it, right?
Yeah, I've made 2 here.
So you're doing it with 4 guys.
So I've got the 2 red squares out. There's potentially
Yeah.
7 guys. You're
I'll
allowing
just
there.
what I'm gonna do just to speed it up, Sinros. I'm gonna just delete 2 models, okay? So 2 guys
Okay.
burn up. Okay. Let's go
Don't
to.
burn my ass.
Yep, but the fire is out. Let's go to the druids. The druid is still up there in the building, Noni, so I have to make a saving throw. As the pillar of light flows through the Markov's house on him, he gets a 12, but he fails, right?
I'll do 10 damage.
Let's put out a token out there for him. You can hear a scream coming from inside the house as Noni, almost a dead dog, is just... The collapsed dog is just having some problems. Okay, the fire that Sinros had is out. I'm just going to delete it. The rain has simmered it down enough.
This is magical fire. Just want to make that clear.
It's still...
And
It's magical when you cast it, but then it's just fire as it naturally would be right now.
It's a concentration cantrip, so it's...
No, I'm talking about your fireball from a few rounds ago that you cast.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about my two... Okay, yeah, sorry.
These guys up. I'm gonna start with the druids. So that's all there's no more druids left on the battlefield, if I'm not mistaken, right?
There's one left.
Where?
In the
In the
house.
house.
In the house. Okay, yes. Well, maybe there might be some more. Let's go to. Let's move up the blights and everything like that.
Did he have to make a concentration check?
The druid in the house is not. He isn't casting any spells out there in the field. He has no concentration up. Something is
I was
happening.
just hoping these guys were.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you roll really high, Noni, something might happen. It would have to be very high. You've moved right into range, though. These guys are going to come up into melee combat with you. Noni is now surrounded,
I'm just tired.
Noni's tired. Asbalg is tired for fighting combat for God knows how long.
Wait, 2.5 hours. It's fine.
Oh, Jesus. It's not my funnest part, guys, especially doing all this crap. I should have changed this encounter. This encounter sucks.
Presence.
They move around the fire, though, as best they can. They're going to try to shoot through the fire at Mallory. Mallory, you do not get +2 AC for that one. This one moves up into combat with Marcus now since he's in... Actually, I'll move him back so he can just shoot at Marcus. This one's just going to get into combat with you there. This one's going to move up and shoot you. I got to give Mist a little bit of love.
No. You don't have to.
You guys are doing fine, though.
I think we're doing
Get an attack of
pretty good.
opportunity on that one. That guy's going to sprint right into you, Esmeralda. So you get an attack
What?
of opportunity. I moved one of the models up here, make an attack of opportunity.
Oh, does not hit.
Nope, so it doesn't hit. That's your reaction. All right. Noni's in trouble, though, guys. Maybe. She's
I'm
totally
gonna
surrounded.
try to help her.
Okay, I think that's all my movement. We're going to start with the little blight guys first on Irina. That's 3 attacks on Irina. 1. What's your AC?
12.
5 points of damage. Goes to the temp first.
Thank God.
That's another hit. 2 points. And
5,
3.
2, 3.
So 9.
Got it. 9. Thank you.
How you doing? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Perfect. We're just starting off with the little guys first. We got 1 little guy left on Marcus and 1 little guy left on... Marcus is being flanked, so it's +2 to hit. I didn't hit still, even with a 19. Marcus is just a shield of metal. Nothing can pierce his flesh. Let me go to Mallory with... This is not at any type of special roll.
They have to
4.
do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
it wouldn't have
Yeah,
been
the
anyway.
sanctuary thing.
That one, it kills itself.
oh, I rolled on that one. For brevity's sake, Mallory, it disintegrates.
Yes.
Against the
Most
sanctuary
powerful
spell.
Yeah.
But this one, if it does it work against ranged attacks?
Yeah, it shot its friend.
I don't know. I'm gonna shoot you instead then.
I think I remember saying
Just to
something
speed
about
it up.
area effects.
So I think that's all the little craps. Actually,
No, there's one on me.
yeah, thanks. I just saw that. Okay, rolling to hit. 4. So that's all the little dudes.
That one again.
Jesus Christ. 2 guys are gonna shoot
I
at
need some of
Sinros.
those on me.
Let's start off with Sinros first. Sinros, 2 guys are shooting at your illusion. The first one doesn't hit. The second one hits, but they wasted 2 actions to get at it. So I just delete the illusion. The other 2 are shooting at you. You get partial cover, so +2 to the AC. It's a nat 20 hit. But I need to see if it hits your illusion. Correct?
Yes. Does it roll higher than an 8? That's the question.
I did.
Oh, thank you.
So
it just
remove.
destroys an illusion.
It destroys one of the other mirror images. That's very lucky for you, right? See, it's a pretty awesome thing. I rolled the second attack on you at a 17, so that's a hit, right? And your blur's down because I hit you before,
Last.
but I need to roll again to see if it hits through the last mirror image. I rolled a 13.
All right, that's all my mirror images.
So Sinros is defenseless. His staff is exhausted. And he has 4 guys on him in the back here.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're going to start off the next one with Noni. Noni has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys around her, surrounding her. 7 guys, so they get +2 AC. They're all flanking. First guy. +2 to AC, so that's a hit. 12 points of damage.
Oh my god.
I rolled almost max damage.
Oh my God,
Make a
Noni, are you
concent-
gonna live?
Noni needs to make a concentration check every time I hit her. We'll let Noni roll it every time. So that's the first out of 7. I'm not trying to beat Noni up. Noni's just out of position. She's just out positioned a little bit.
Yep. So the druid already took his turn, right?
The druid took his turn. He's just up there. He's not casting any spells.
Well, that's my thing. Is like, he has already taken the damage from my moonbeam.
That's right. He's still alive
Okay.
for now.
It goes down.
Okay, the moonbeam is down, but Noni can recast it again if she needs to, just by wasting another spell slot.
Yep.
The second is a miss. That's 2. 3 is a 19, so that's a hit. 9 more points of damage. So you don't have to roll any more concentration checks, so you just write the damage down. So I'm on attack number 4 of 7. 12, that's a miss. 21, that's another hit with 4 points of damage. I'm on the last 2. Oops. And I just rolled it twice there, didn't hit. How you doing, Noni? Are you okay?
A little bit less than half.
Okay, you're fine. All right, let's go to Marcus. I have 3 guys in melee. Now, they have a melee roller. It's different. 1. That's a miss on Marcus. He's being flanked, though, so it's a 21 on that guy, I'll say. Second one is a miss. Third one is also a miss. Marcus, the tower, as he's called. The impervious one. Let's go to, now, Mallory. 2 guys are... 1 guy is shooting at Mallory. I have to make a wisdom save
Yes.
or pick another person.
Yeah. You
I
failed.
failed, so I'm going to shoot at Mist instead.
Okay.
Mist. I missed.
Well, if they fail, don't they lose their attack if they tried to attack her? Isn't that how
No,
it works?
it states that they have to choose a different target.
I missed.
No.
So let's go to, but thank you, because I haven't read that spell in a while. The other one, this one is going to attack. So I have 3 more guys attacking Mist. 1, 2, that's a hit. Mist, roll a concentration check for your bless. Now, is Sanctuary a concentration spell, guys?
I don't know. I would assume no.
Someone
Why
double
are
check
they
it, because you could
It is
no.
not.
Okay, so it's not.
Thank
You
you.
can't cast 2 concentration spells at the same time.
I rolled an 11.
So you passed. The last one was a nat 20. And I rolled almost max
Sweet
damage.
Jesus.
So you take 12 plus. So you take 12 plus 12, 24 plus a crit. So that's a crit. So you take 24 points of damage in a single hit. Are you dead, or do you drop to 0?
No, I'm good.
You take a stack of exhaustion. Remember, it goes through your temp HP first, though.
I already have exhaustion on me. I don't know. Am I supposed to have?
No.
Okay. So
You just
then I'll
didn't change it
get
from
one.
last game or something. Did I crit you before already? I do not think so.
No.
Okay, so
One
you
or
have
two.
one. Okay. I don't think I've crit you before. I've only crit Esmeralda, I think, and Noni.
No, it wasn't me.
Sorry, I'm losing track of things. Let's go to the next guys. 1 shot onto Esmeralda. So I'm going to shoot, miss, and now I'm going to attack twice on Esmeralda. 1, that's a hit. 6 points. And a miss. My turn is over. Thank God. As we move to turn 7. And trust me, I guess in Curse of Strahd, guys, there's other encounters, unfortunately, like this. Which is all... It can be pretty bad like this, but not this bad, where it's a ton of enemies. It's more single target stuff.
This would have been over 2 hours ago if we had third level spells.
Exactly. It sucks. But that's Curse of Strahd. You guys could just wander into places that maybe you're not high enough level or whatever. Let's start off with Esmeralda.
So I just hit this guy
Okay.
for 8 points of damage.
He has 11 HP.
And yeah,
For brevity's sake, I will destroy him.
but,
Yeah, I don't
As
know
the
why
druid
you
in the
roll for
tower is
damage.
taking damage, he's losing control of the target. The druid, by the way, Noni, has moved up in the
And
tower.
that
He took his
is,
damage, but he moved a little bit.
that is my turn.
Okay, let's go to the next person, which is Mallory, who's dodging, right? Who was dodging. Now you only have like one guy around you. You have this guy, but he's attacking Marcus. This guy tried to shoot at you, but you still have Sanctuary on you.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So you're
I
pretty
kinda
well
wanna do
protected now.
I kind of want to do something crazy. Question: is the druid still in the window?
Yes. You could
Can I
shoot
see
him.
him in the window?
Yes, you could shoot him. I think because you have the. What's the range on your gun?
Not with the gun because
The bow?
he can't go that far. But with the crossbow, the maximum range is 320 feet.
Go ahead and shoot. We'll just see if it hits. He doesn't get partial cover bonuses with sharpshooter.
Can I use one of the special Rima points or something, whatever?
What do you want? You want to use your? You want to roll with advantage
Yes.
for you using your inspiration point?
Yes.
This right here.
It's something crazy. I know.
Go ahead, roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage
Yeah,
with
you
the
have to declare it
crossbow.
before you guys roll it. Thank you for doing it.
20.
That is a 21.
That's a
and...
hit for sure. Maybe you could crit him now.
Nat
Okay, never mind. It's
20.
21.
Nat 20. No,
Fish
roll
for
again.
crit.
No, he.
No,
Fish
I-
for crit.
Yeah, you want to roll twice. You might
No,
actually.
it
She
was a
did.
dirty 20.
She rolled a 21.
It was a 21, but
but
the
it
roll
wasn't
was
that
like a
natural.
13 or something.
Yeah, she has a very high attack, guys. She has very high
Yeah.
dex, plus all of her other
No,
abilities.
what we're saying is what you want to do is fish for crits, which is if
Yeah,
you've
she
already
did.
declared you're
Exactly.
using your inspiration, you
Exactly.
can roll twice anyway, and then
Yep.
even though you hit on the first one, you'll still take a
Roll for
second
damage.
To see,
You
hey,
still have
did I
a
crit?
yeah, you still have another chance to actually roll a crit.
She did. She rolled the next one was a 9. Let's
Yeah,
roll.
it was in that one. So
Perfect.
fuck that. Sorry, I just.
Do you guys
checked
see it? The rolls in the log.
Yeah, I can't do that. All right. So shooting with the
So
arrow.
we're still having some issues there, Noni. You can't see
Then
it.
8, I guess.
I can see them when they pop up.
Mark
but I don't
it
see,
on
like,
the.
the
So
wall.
you see the 10 up here on the house. So it's 18. The druid up in the house. You shoot him. The arrow flies. You're so skilled at shooting. The crossbow bolt flies through the air, guys. Imagine this. Mallory's back here. Flies all the way up. And it shoots, and it scrapes the druid's neck, and you hear a scream from inside the house. The druid is
play,
badly
please.
injured.
Okay. Not exactly what I
Okay.
wanted, but pretty
Awesome
close.
job. Let's go to the next person down the line. Missed.
Missed. Alright, I want to shoot. Yeah.
What are you doing, Miss? You can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I know.
You
I
want to
don't know
heal
if I
some
want-
people? So I think Noni's pretty screwed up.
Yeah, I'll do another prayer of healing at 2nd level.
Okay. How much healing does everybody get? Remember to roll for your d6s, guys, every round.
Correct.
At the end of every one, yeah. So everyone
If you're
gets
in the
14 healing points.
Just barely in the zone.
14 healing for everyone,
Yeah.
including Noni. What's the range on it? No, Mist? Is it 30 feet? The prayer of healing. What's the radius
Yeah,
on
it's
it?
30 feet, yeah.
Yeah, so anybody who's already in it, we'll say, can get healed. So that includes Sinros too.
Okay.
If Sinros,
Are we-
I don't know if you're hurt at all, Sinros.
We also
I-
get the.
Go before a little bit, and I'm fine. at this
So
point.
I think you could target it though, Mallory. I mean, so it's like this. You can actually target the radius like this if you want to move it around. You see what I'm saying? Mist.
Yeah.
So I'm just for brevity's sake, I'm saying everybody that's in the range already could get it, right?
Yeah.
If it's a
including-
targeted spell. I don't know all the spells, guys. There's like a million
Yeah.
spells. It's hard for me to keep track of everything.
I mean, you're fine. I'm reading it.
One.
Like we
Let's
found
go
out,
down to Noni.
Sorry, how much HP was that?
14.
Okay.
She rolled it. You can see it in the log under Prayer of Healing. It says 14. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
And then
Go ahead.
I wanted to cast Shield of Faith as my bonus action on
Okay.
Noni.
Okay, what does that do? Gives her some
Oh.
AC, plus 2 AC?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Time to be a
All
cleric,
right.
baby.
So I'm going to attack one of the needle blights on me.
Okay. Unfortunately, no one is around you for get pack tactics.
That was a 10. Ooh, but I'm still blessed, so 12?
They have an AC of 12.
Yes, so that hits.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, bless.
For brevity's sake, I'll destroy
12
one of
damage,
them.
yep.
Perfect. They have 11 HP. Let's go down. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Irina, you're up.
Uh-oh. I am going to bonk one of the guys in front of me.
Okay.
My rapier. So I will.
Yep, roll for it in D&D Beyond.
Alright,
looking at
why every time that I roll to hit with my sword, it goes, nah, you're not
Are you-
gonna do that.
Are you done?
Can I even do
You can use
anything
it. Do you
else?
have do you have any more bardic
I
inspiration
do
left?
not.
You're all out. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think your
guess.
turn is done.
I mean, I could. Hold on.
Because that was your action.
I could do a lucky roll because I haven't been able
That's
to.
true. Why don't you do
'Cause I
that?
haven't been able to hit anything, so I'm just gonna re-roll it.
Why don't you re-roll it? That lucky roll.
Just watch, it's not gonna work.
It'll be fine. That's a
It
hit.
will.
It's
I believe in you.
That's a hit. They have 13 AC. To speed up combat, guys, so we'll just say we destroyed it. Okay, let's go to the next one. If I'm not being super descriptive, guys, it's because there's 30 dinks out here trying to get them all. 30 little crappy twiggy folks. Let's go to the next one down the line. Let's go to Sinrose.
What about me?
Sorry, Marcus.
Die!
I'm just moving this around, just moving this crap as fast as I can.
Death to the infidel.
Which one are you trying? This one right here? Okay. Boom. All right. Okay, roll for your HP as well, your bonus HP. Sinrose,
cool.
you're up.
So, for my bonus action, I want to use the mage hand that's just been kind of sitting right behind me to push
Okay.
myself forward 5 feet.
Okay, move your character 5 feet forward.
And then I want to use the rest of my movement to get up here.
Okay. Yep, you're fine. You move past miss, that's double movement to move through a friendly target. Just to let you know.
See if I
But
can
we'll
max-
allow it. You're right there. What do you want to do?
Max hit points.
Okay, because that's the minimum distance I can be.
That's fine.
No.
What do you wanna do?
Within range.
We'll allow it.
120 spell.
You want to shoot some magic missiles that they drew up there?
I would like to use magic missile at the
Awesome.
first level to hit the guy. So he's just going to take the damage. There's no
That's right. You
save.
can't dodge it. So roll for damage. He's got 18 damage on him right now.
Does this work? Okay, only uses one.
I
so
know. You can only roll it one. They don't allow it to roll 3 times or whatever. That sucks.
Okay, yeah, that would be easier.
You're rolling well.
Yeah.
And for brevity's sake, guys, so we can continue throughout the game, the druid up in the top collapses as these 3 magic air missiles essentially fly out through space. Mallory's crossbow bolt cuts his neck. Sinros, the blast, from these magic missiles spark against his body. He's holding something in his hand. You hear it collapse up on the rooftop. Barely hear. You guys can hear it. But for brevity's sake, all the needle blights, just held together by twigs and vines, collapse as no one is able to control it. Because Sinros also rolled a nat 20 on his perception. And this encounter sucks. So let's just finish this encounter.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
God, your hot is just
Oh no,
that
it's
was
rolled a die.
clutch.
They just collapse all into the vine fields. mounds of it. You just hear them clunk into the field. What do you guys do?
Wait, are we still in
To the
initiative or?
building.
We're not in initiative anymore. The battle.
Okay, I'm gonna
the
grab-
combat is over for all intents and purposes.
Clunk,
I'd like
clunk,
to take a
clunk,
nap.
One of the druids fled off.
Clunk, clunk, clunk,
Yeah.
clunk, clunk, whoop.
Marcus is moving up to the house.
Clunk, clunk.
I'm going
Yeah.
over with Marcus.
You guys
I'm
are all
ready.
walking into the house. You guys aren't healing each other,
Yeah.
taking healing potions before you guys
I
move
am
in.
completely fine, but I know most other people aren't.
I'm actually completely fine now.
I think everybody's fine. We just used some spell slots. This encounter wasn't maybe difficult. It was more or less annoying. Did I just delete your
Yeah.
model again, Mist? I think I did.
You deleted my model
That's
too, but it's all good. I'm just buried under a bunch of.
You
twigs
looked
and
like a
sticks.
twig blight. You
No,
blend
he's
in
still
super
just
well.
like dead.
I mean, look at your model. You look like one of those twig blights.
No,
You
he's
like
just
unconscious?
tired.
Your
You're just
30-foot
sleeping,
radius
I'm
thing
dragging you along.
only lasts 10 rounds, Mist, so it's done for now.
Almost ran out.
So I'm just going to copy and paste your
Round
guys'
number
models.
7.
But here we go. We're going to move inside of the mansion.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh, God.
finally.
Oh god.
Just gonna
No,
say.
no,
And we go into the void.
Move into the mansion. There's 20 more twig blights, 4 druids.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
Irina charges forward in front of him.
I can
And that's
immediately
where you find
smite
out
right
how
to
good-
death.
And cast
Takes out
death
rapier, misses.
The whole time!
Directly in front of him, stabs at his face.
You now have my
Faces
turn.
his
I didn't
spear.
do anything in the first fight I was in either, except push a guy off of a ledge.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Did I
Definitely
can't
learn my
recast.
spells more.
I can't recast while I'm in form, so that's why I was doing my absolute
Oh, that's
darndest
right.
to keep that up.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Anyway,
Thank God
Cinderella's
for Warcaster
nat 20
and
saved us
that's
all.
Yeah.
So here's how it looks, guys. To kind of, Noni, I just hate looking at your guy as a dead little guy for some reason. I'm basically moving you guys
So
up.
good, she's
This is so.
sleeping.
I've really tried to improve a lot of the maps. First of all, let me change the music. As this music, I hate it. But as you guys are moving up to the house, let me also load the map and stuff too.
Noni just, runs forward 50 feet, then lays down and puts her head on her paws, and runs forward 50 feet and then waits for everyone to catch up.
All right. So this is kind of what it looks like as you guys are approaching the house. Perfect. Let me, finally, we're done with that horrible combat encounter.
And now, onto the next.
Remember, the DM is also a player. And it's not very fun. So this is what it kind of looks like. I didn't put down any, there's no enemies left in this level of the floor. But if you guys want to, so I put it out. I know there's markers like you see W1. This is the stuff from the actual manual. Because some of the other DMs, they won't even go into this much detail for this encounter or whatever. This particular map isn't built out. I didn't put the walls in, but I did put in some stuff. There's a couple draft horses out here with like some hay. And if you guys start moving through the house, I will describe it if you need to. But for whatever, if you guys want to search or go through the house of this bottom floor, I'll tell you what you guys see. What do you guys want to do?
Do we want to charge in, or should we maybe let Peanut do a little bit of recon to be sure there's no one left?
I mean, he said there was nobody left, but if you wanna just like screw it, why not?
Because we have 1 hour left, and that combat encounter drained the shit
I
out of me.
kicked down the door and I was like, let's get this over with.
Noni bounce in.
So-
Okay.
I'm Marcus.
It's hard for Noni to move through because you can see this is to scale. So there's 5-foot doorways. So but for brevity's sake, we'll allow Noni to squeeze through.
I'm gonna go with Mallory arm in arm.
But, I guess Noni could probably
Bounding
squeeze
through
through.
the house, Jill.
I can fit through a 5-foot doorway when I'm as
Yes.
the direwolf, but I
Okay.
do have reduced movement, so it is a 25-foot movement instead of...
Okay. So I'll just describe some what's in the room here, guys. Back here we have some like glass blowing. Here's a bunch of like wineries. There's 3 jugs that have wine in them already ready to go. And here's some ones that are like a distillery almost. I can describe it in more detail if you want me to. If you want me to describe out the actual full description, we have a well over here and an outhouse. And there appears to be like a way to roll the barrels down there. There's a way to go upstairs, which is through here. And there's a way to go upstairs and downstairs through here and here. So the looks like they would roll the barrels if they need to through here. Don't move that if you, yeah.
Sorry,
So what do you
sorry.
guys want to do?
I think we should maybe go upstairs and check to be sure it's really dead.
In this room here, up all across the rafters, there are like swarms of ravens. I would describe
I'm
them.
gonna try talking to them.
Okay. Now ravens are more intelligent than like a beetle, so they can communicate to you a little better. I could look up their intellect, but they're an avian mind.
Hello,
Now,
friends.
Esmeralda,
What are you doing here?
did I tell you about ravens already?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you talk to them?
Hello,
Yes.
friends. What are you all doing here?
I have to start thinking.
What would a bird say?
Watch out! Upstairs. Still a druid, maybe, or downstairs. They came here searching for something.
Did they find it?
Roll a d20 with persuasion roll.
A persuasion roll?
Just to see if they know it. Because
Oh, a
as
20.
a bird, you rolled a nat 20?
I rolled a 18.
Nice.
Which is a 20.
Sure. They say to you, they took it 2 days ago. The
So what were
winery
they
gem.
still doing here?
Since you rolled so high, they say, they took it south. That's where
Do
you
you
saw
know
the
what the
druid
winery-
running off to.
Okay. But he says they took it 2 days ago, and then we saw a druid.
You've done such a good job with your persuasion. One of the birds flies down like onto your forearm and perches up to speak to you more closely, telepathically through your mind.
Would you be willing to show me where you think that they're going? Because, you migrate around here. I'm sure you know where they live.
For one of your beetles,
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
hungry. And you pull out one of the other beetles, and they're like,
I am-
he's like, no!
Feed it to him later because
Okay.
I'm still in form and all my stuff gets sucked up into it.
Oh, that's right. It's on your
promise?
paw. That's right. I keep Here's the problem too, guys. I keep forgetting when Noni's in form and out of form. I'm always like, oh yeah, he pets the wolf, and Noni's like an elf. It's like doesn't make any sense. So I really have to pay attention. So yeah, it's right on your paw, and it's like, I will go on your back then.
Okay, come along.
I
Then.
you feel
Let's
its little
go.
claw marks crawl across the back of your skin, and it just plops down. And it's on you right now. And Marcus, what are you doing? You're up on top of the barrel. Do you want to sip some of the
Parkour.
wine?
No, I
barrel?
don't drink.
Okay, you just smoke.
I want to sip the wine. That was a long ass battle.
So
I think-
do you have a glass or something like that? You have like you want to empty out your like wineskin or whatever, or what do you want to do?
Can I just put my face under it?
Yes, you can.
Can I just put my face under it, like the tap, and just like
Yeah.
just a little bit, not too much, just a little.
Just
You
a little
see
bit.
a long red
Yeah.
tongue snake out underneath your face.
Roll a
getting choked.
Constitution saving throw. Irina, roll
Me?
a Constitution saving throw.
All right, hold on. Oh wait, I could just do it.
Say the DC
on
is
D&D
12.
Beyond. Oh, I got a nat 20.
Yay!
Something's wrong with the wine.
Party!
Something's wrong with the wine.
Oh.
It must be poisoned.
Oh,
Not so good.
I spit that shit right out.
And this is why you don't drink. And then I pull out my pipe.
It's not that it's bad, just something's wrong. Something isn't right. It doesn't taste. It doesn't taste like how it's supposed to.
What do you guys want to do? You guys
So
want
I
to go
guess-
downstairs or upstairs, or Mallory? What do you want to do?
So I guess it's not a good idea for us to bring the wine to
No.
Crests right now.
No.
Let's
Crest.
go see if that silly druid's alive upstairs. I walk upstairs. Clunk, clunk,
Uh,
clunk.
Is everybody going upstairs with Marcus?
I would like to empty out my water skin and fill it up with the poison wine.
Okay. Mark it on your sheet if you need to.
Good plan.
What else do you guys want to do? Why don't we have Noni roll like a nature check?
Ah, shit.
It's kind of more of like a druidic sort of quest, I would say.
Do I roll it at advantage?
No. Sorry.
The 7.
Sorry. So you don't. Nothing is derived.
Here.
You guys all going upstairs now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick together.
Stick
I'm gonna
together.
ask the ravens to keep an eye on this area if anything comes up from the basement to come get me.
Since you rolled such a high persuasion, and that you've defeated the druids already outside because they've heard all the combat, they agree to do it.
Okay.
Raven friends.
What are you doing, Sinros?
I was just gonna say I can do the same with Peanut, and he can communicate with me telepathically at any point, since I
That's
doubt
right.
it's 100 from here to the second floor.
Now, say if you wanted to like hide, behind these stairs or something with Peanut, you could, but Peanut would just make a stealth roll if someone came down the stairs. You guys are going, coming up the stairs. Do you want to do that? Or you want to just rely on the ravens?
I'll leave Peanut down here too, just in case.
Okay. So, why don't you take Peanut's model and move him into the death zone?
Uh-oh.
Peanut, come over here.
That's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Peanut
6,
needs death
7.
zone.
That's the favorite zone.
Okay, so I'm going to blindfold you guys as we change the scene again.
Fine, Peanut's immortal.
It's fine, yeah. Peanut's okay. He just needs a brass brazier to find a brass
He
brazier.
just goes
that's
back to the
godforsaken.
Feywild, and then we'll bring
Yeah.
him back.
Yes. Okay, let's go. So some maps are more built out than others, obviously. Like, I'm not going to spend like a lot of time, but like this is probably one of the most underdeveloped maps. Some maps are like extremely developed, like extremely detailed. Like this one I didn't develop at all, really. Because I just didn't have time to or whatever. And I didn't see that any other creators had developed it. I'm going to move you guys upstairs, near the stairway, up here. So this is where you guys are coming out of from. You make your, Marcus, you make your way down here. So some of this can just be played through theater of the mind. There's no enemies up here. You don't hear any movement or anything like that. You move over here where the druid was at in the house. He was looking out through one of the windows over here. You see he's collapsed. Half of his body is singed. And he is wielding. Noni needs to make a nature check. He is wielding some type of staff made out of a particular wood.
Am I still blessed? Or
The bless, how long does it last for? No,
I mean-
miss?
I don't.
Can you look it up? I don't know if
Yeah,
it's a
looking it up
minute or
right
an
now.
hour.
Ooh, but I'm fatigued, aren't I? So that would be disadvantage on
That's
all these
right.
checks.
So it'd be disadvantaged anyways.
It lasts for 1 minute.
So your bless is all run out, you guys.
Womp.
It's a combat
Womp
spell.
womp.
So Noni does not pass it, but it is a magical staff of some
Wait,
kind.
Does she still have inspiration?
No, I
Can
burned
I
that to keep
inspire?
the moonbeam up.
Ah, shit.
That's
sorry.
right. So the guy's dead body's over here. I'm just marking in the map.
Weapons aren't made from sticks.
Do you guys want to take the staff, or what do you guys want to
Yeah.
do? Or do you want
Yeah.
Sinros to identify it?
Simros, please identify.
He has to spend 10 minutes or a spell slot to identify it. What do you want to do, Sinros?
It's not prepared, so I would have to.
Okay.
I can't spend a slot on it, so.
Okay.
I mean,
Everyone
can I also
can
do a
sit
nature
down
check?
and-
Because I have, like...
That's right, you can, Irina. I'll allow
So,
Irina.
I'm
Irina has
gonna-
jack of all trades, so she can try to derive
Do a
some
nature check.
knowledge.
I got
of
a
it.
15.
I'll allow it. I
Noni's
won't-
gonna feel really embarrassed and just be like, I'm just tired.
It's okay, Noni. It's okay.
I will unlock it. Oopsies.
Oh,
Sorry, go. If you guys need to talk while I'm unlocking, like Esmeralda, if you want to say something, be my guest.
I'm gonna take 10 and search around.
yeah.
That- I'm
what I was
assuming
gonna
that's what
do.
you guys are
Just
doing
taking
right now?
10 while they're
You guys
in
want to
there.
search the whole floors and stuff like that? Search everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
There's no threats here. I searched the entire building.
So I'm
I already
unlocking.
rolled for it, but I'm retrieving my crossbow bolt. I've
Great.
already rolled for it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. The little micromanagement. I'm linking that in our thing, and I'm also going to link it here.
So it's been about 15 minutes since the combat ended.
Yes.
I just need to keep track of time because I think I have 2 hours now.
Yeah, I'm not going to be too strickler about that. You can have it for the remainder of the time here. Just because I want to speed things up. So basically, this thing, you know what it's called. It's called, and Sinro spends 10 minutes identifying it, but you know it's made out of a special wood. It's made out of like a evil tree of blood, like basically what they call a vampire tree. It's obviously evil. You guys can read about it. It does not require, it requires attunement, but no special alignment. It's not like a super special staff, really, I would say. But let me actually show the browser for the thing. So it could be, it's a magical quarterstaff, but there's a lot of cool stuff. But each time you use it, you have to take a DC 12 wisdom saving throw or be afflicted with a short-term madness. If you know that if you would have destroyed this staff, all the twig blights can be destroyed within 300 feet or something of it. Yeah. And it lets out an inhuman scream of 300 feet. So if you encounter any more blights in the future, you could also break the staff. That's something else to think about.
This might be useful to keep around, guys.
Oh yeah.
Maybe don't attune to it, but just
Seems fine.
And who
I
are
want
we
it.
letting? Okay, perfect. I didn't really want to carry.
I'm
a
true
evil
neutral,
staff.
so I'm fine with whatever.
just more as a this can hurt as much as it can help. It might not be as useful sometimes.
Okay.
So like, how does it work? Like we see a bunch
Although,
of
I don't
blight and
know-
we just go like, and then they're all gone.
You'd have
Only
to
once though, right?
It's only a one-time thing, but any blights within a 300 feet area radius are destroyed.
Okay, that's not an
emergency
actual
use
staff.
So we're going to assume you guys are searching the rooms. We're going to start off with this room here.
So, sorry, quick question.
Sorry.
What are the... So it says it has 10 charges and it regains stuff, but like, what do the charges actually do?
You can regain a number of
okay.
hit points equal to the damage dealt.
It's the vampiric strike stuff. Got
It's
it.
made out of a
Thank you.
vampiric wood made of a tree, an evil tree, called the Gil Thanis tree.
Yeah. I think our cleric should probably have the last ditch emergency heal.
Do you want to... So we're giving the staff to Mist.
Yeah.
Okay, Mist, put it to your character sheet.
Do you make?
But Mist can't hit
You're allowed-
anything.
You know what, Marcus?
This has been
No,
proven
we're all still alive.
on
Nobody's just
multiple
gonna
battles.
dip you. She's just gonna like go for whatever weak point or armor, your armor she can see, just like.
Okay.
So I'm really asking not to be healed anymore.
Let's go to... Is that all the questions you guys have about the staff? Should we move
The
on?
healer.
I'm joking.
Yes, that's
So you move into this room, Esmeralda, like searching around for traps or anything like that. It's just, this is the Martikov family. You know, you just destroyed some druids. They haven't trapped anything, so to speak. You can tell nobody's tripped off any traps. This floor is not trapped. You see some residual movement up here. This is where the druids must have heard you guys coming out from the field and all the combat from here. And that's where maybe the last round of those druids came out from, okay? And then you have here, my little buddies out there screaming. And this room is like a child's room. You see the two beds and stuff, and you find a child's toy in here. You see a wooden rocking horse, except the horse is black and has wild eyes painted on it and orange flames where its mane is at. And carved into the name of it is the name Bucephalus. And you think to yourself, this is the horse that Strahd was riding when he first encountered you.
Strahd here?
And then you see a slogan on the bottom of it, of this well kind of crafted wooden horse. It says, "Is no fun, is no blinksy."
Can I just try to destroy it?
Oh, don't destroy it. It's a kid's
Esmeralda
toy.
snaps the legs off of the horse. remember the kids were out in the camp, so you're kind of rummaging through all their stuff, guys. Now their rooms are turned over. The druids were obviously searching for stuff. There's some foot lockers and things in here, but there's no treasure, so to speak. In here we have a kitchen. And I can go into more detail. I have the full descriptions written out in World Anvil. But for brevity's sake, I just kind of go through. And then here you find
Is it a wooden rocking horse? Is there a fireplace that I can light it on fire and throw it in the fire?
No, you don't see any fireplaces here.
Okay, never mind.
I know of a really good fireplace. Hey,
This is-
Simrose!
Simrose could
Why
throw
are you
barbecue.
why are you trying to burn that?
I don't trust it.
It's a kid's toy. What harm can it do?
Okay,
think-
have
Said
you met any
every
nice
parent
children
ever.
so far? No, none of the
Yeah,
children
just
here.
back at the
No.
camp.
Did we really meet them though? No, I don't trust children, and I don't trust anything related to Strahd.
Oh boy.
He's really been scarred by our house experience.
To be fair, we really should destroy all of his branding because, you know, branding gives you power in media and it's probably for the best.
What is media?
You know, like newspapers.
Public
Oh,
image?
okay.
I think this was a gift
The
given by
scrolls that
Strahd.
the town criers use.
Yeah. The scrolls. The scrolls. The
Oh,
scrolls.
a gift. Yeah, you can destroy that.
It's just that, you know, like
branding
these
is
like
everything.
soulless kids, maybe they have like this one joy in life is like beating the shit out of their toys. You know? I
I
don't
think
know.
the soulless ones are just back in town. I don't know about these ones. I guess I'm gonna clunk downstairs into the basement.
Well, you haven't searched the last room here.
Oh.
So you go into the master bedroom. On the headrest of the master bedroom is like a carved out giant raven. It's kind of something unusual. You're searching through. Do you want to... You basically find some treasure in here. It's a chest that has to be lockpicked. Do you want to lockpick it, Esmeralda?
Yes. Yep.
You lockpick it just because there's nobody around. You can just take a 10. And you find 50 gold pieces, 270 EP, which is Electurium pieces. Each one of the pieces of this Electurium, you see it has the visage of Strahd von Zarovich on it. The
How
Lord
many-
of the Land's coin.
How many were there?
Are you taking it? Are you adding this? This seems to be, you put it together, this is like the coinage of the family. Now the Druids, for whatever reason, didn't take it. But when you
No.
looked at the Druids, they were like barbarians, basically.
Is that all that's in the chest?
Do you want to make a roll?
Sure.
Make a perception roll. What'd you get?
Oof. A 5.
Actually, since
It
you're
went-
just saying, since you even asked, you find a bottom, like a false bottom to the chest. There's more
Okay.
stuff into it. Do you want to take what's in it?
Well, what's in it?
A gold locket.
Okay.
You don't know how much it's worth because you don't know how to appraise things, so you'd have to hand it to Sinros or Mallory.
Is that all?
And you find a painted portrait of a beautiful woman. You don't know who it is, though. And a pouch containing 50 gold piece gemstones.
I mean, you realize we're stealing from the people who own
Yeah,
this
yeah,
winery,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Who
Has
cares?
everyone
Who
seen this,
cares?
or am I kind of just like blocking out the chest from anyone seeing it?
Marcus, you remember what Madame Eva said? She said the land corrupts.
I want to know, can anyone see me right now, or see what's in the chest?
Everybody's in the room with you, helping you out.
Oh, so they
You guys are all
okay.
kind of traveling. People are just moving in and out, but for brevity's sake, whoever wants to interact with you can.
Well, before anyone can interact, I'm gonna close the chest and lock it again.
Do you put it back, or you? And you
I don't take anything. I don't take anything.
So you just put it back in space, back where you found it? You didn't take anything out of the chest?
No.
Okay, great. Do you guys want to go downstairs?
Sure.
I'm so proud of you, Esmeralda.
I was hoping no one was gonna see me do that. You know. I was
Let's go see the
hoping.
barrels.
I mean, even just only because you got caught, you're doing the
No,
right
no, no,
thing.
no, no, no. I was
Still doing
actually,
the right thing, and
I was
very
actually gonna
proud.
do it even more right without anyone seeing me. I was just not gonna say no thing was in there, you know. So.
Insight check. Spoiler: Noni does not believe you.
Uh-oh.
Noted. Just tap Noni on the head and say, mm-hmm.
Now there
good
would be
dog."
an encounter down here, but I'm not gonna do it because it's just kind of a dumb encounter. And you guys will just probably raffle stomp it.
You have complete full health now, so.
Exactly. And it's just a small little encounter. We'll assume everybody that was in the house came out and attacked you guys. And those that didn't, they fled. So this is what it looks like. It's a little tight. There's obviously a lot of looks like wine things set up here, you know, shelved away like valuable bottled wine. This is where they would bottle and put the wine in. And I'll tell you some of the wine that's in here. I gotta pull up the map.
poison.
Noni starts doing agility checks through the posters.
Yes.
As Noni knocks over the entire shelves of wine and shatters every single one of them.
No.
There's a thin mist on the floor, which is kind of weird.
Miss,
why are you on
the
the
floor?
As you guys are searching, Esmeralda finds a hidden doorway. Do you want to go into it?
Yes.
Who is going in with Esmeralda? So let's
I'll
move
I'll
your
just let her
characters.
go first.
Let your
Can
characters.
I-
Yeah, I ain't going first.
Only one
Y'all
person
good.
can move in at a time. So Esmeralda is going in first, I guess, right?
Sure. Can I grab a bottle of wine before I go?
Yeah,
in?
let's call it Red Dragon Crush number 5. Add it to your sheet.
I also want to grab a bottle of wine.
Red Dragon Crush number 5. Anybody who wants to grab one can grab one bottle. There's 3
I
bottles.
grab one and then give it to Arena to carry.
There you go.
I got 2 bottles.
She pulls it off with her paws, I guess, and just
Came
Uh,
stocked.
well, with the
I
mouth,
got the
yeah.
goods. You already know.
So
Are
who's
the-
going in first?
The Marcus should go in first.
So Esmeralda's up front. Just
What?
for
No.
Yeah, you're the strongest. You didn't get hurt that whole thing.
Yeah.
Go.
Not
Go
even one
tank,
of them
let's
hit
do
You're
you.
a tank.
What's the wine called again? Red Dragon.
Red Dragon Crush number
Chop
5.
liver?
Dragon Crush number 5.
Aren't you exhausted and tired?
That's fair.
Esmeralda's up here. She's going down through here. You see some strange brown moss with your dark vision, as some of the light from the downstairs area is still lit. The druids were human, so they needed light. So I'm assuming there's torchlight in here. Esmeralda, something is wrong. It's getting a lot colder. Make a survival roll.
What do you see?
Nothing right now.
What does your orcish eyes see?
I'll allow you to
12.
I'll allow you to make it for half damage since you're going in first, and you're the one that probably with the most survival knowledge, maybe.
I got.
This is something called brown mold. It's extremely cold. You can't make it all the way back through here because it's so cold. Back through this sort of, you look on the map, like a cave. You can't tell exactly what's back here. It's just extremely cold. You take 5 points of damage, of non-lethal cold damage.
Okay.
You have to step back out into the hallway to not take any more damage. What do you want to do?
I'll take a step back. Can anyone brave the cold? Cause
Can we bring Peanut in?
Peanut's not
For
in there.
sacrifice?
Yeah.
no,
Sacrifice.
not sacrifice. Just to check things out.
When you were looking in the 60 feet, was there more past your 60 feet vision?
You can
I
see brown
could
mold
see a
back.
cave,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
a cave and there's some brown mold back here, but she can't see if anything's being stored or anything back here.
So can my 300-foot vision see?
You have to go in there and look around the corners
Yeah. Is anyone resistant to cold?
because she can see all the way back there. It's 4 inches.
Can someone
It's create-
slowly and silently burn away the moss? Is that a thing people can do?
We'll have Esmeralda make one more survival roll. The DC, we'll say, is 17.
Oof.
Oh, nope, that wasn't a good one.
Noni, do you have proficiency in nature,
rough.
right? We'll allow Noni to roll as well. The DC is still 17 with nature.
8.
Because she has to roll a disadvantage, being exhausted as well.
Uh-huh.
And we'll let Irina roll one last time.
I mean,
Go ahead,
Can
Irina.
anyone
roll.
get inspired by this?
oh, I
Come
almost
on.
had a nat 20, but I didn't. I got a 2 instead.
Oh.
Well,
No one is able to figure out, but if Sinros wants to try to burn away the moss, it's up to him.
Is there any moss in history that's explosive?
Well, would I be able to smell it from where I am? Because then I'd get advantage on that check.
Which would cancel out, right?
Yeah.
Because you're at disadvantage. Exactly.
Oh, I can cover the
Can I
moss in
use-
water and freeze it.
Ooh.
It's already freezing down there.
It's
I
freezing.
use
The
a
moss is freezing, but it's
lucky
not encased in ice.
There's like a lot of cold radiating out of there, and this must be how they actually keep this room cold, as you guys think about it, right? So somehow there's some mold back here that's cold, and this has sort of been like their wine cellar, right?
Interesting.
What do you guys want to do?
How hurt did you feel when you came back?
I would say not extremely hurt, but enough to make me not want to go back down there.
Can Sinros kind of walk up and use his mage hand to grab a little bit of the moss off the side?
Sure. Do you want to bring it back to you?
Yeah, just kind of bring just a small clump of moss back up to kind of.
Irina will taste it.
Sinros, as it gets closer to you, the cold, and it gets probably, I'd say, about 5 feet from you before the cold is too strong. You take 5 points of cold damage before you take the mage hand and throw it back in there. You take 5 points of non-lethal cold damage.
All right, that is some
It's extremely
potent
cold.
stuff.
Noni's just gonna bite the bullet. She's just gonna run in there, take a look around, and get as far as much in there as she can get, and she'll just take the damage. It'll be fine.
Do you have to make an
Plow it.
athletics check every time or something like that? Because it's tight. It's like 5-foot corridor.
Well, I mean, I would just get normal movement because I'd be moving at half speed,
Okay, that's true.
so it'd be 50 feet.
Yeah, you could move in there. So we'll say it takes. I'll make one roll.
Hey,
Okay.
can
There's no
Miss
saving
cast the
throw.
300 feet of
That's
dark vision on you?
Ooh, that'd be great. Yeah.
She has to
Yeah.
cast. So I don't. Yes, she can. So do you want to cast the dark vision on her, Mist?
Yeah, and I can give it to 2 other people.
That's right,
so
for
I'll
1
throw it
hour.
on Irina and Marcus.
Flip your
Wait,
tokens
I can
over.
see everything.
Marcus doesn't need it. He already has dark vision now.
Yeah, dark vision.
Now he has 300 feet of dark vision.
Yes,
oh,
he
well,
does.
no, if he already has dark vision, he
The other
has
person that
Mallory,
needs it is
right?
Mallory, actually.
Mallory.
Yeah.
I'll
So
throw
give
on
it to
Mallory.
Mallory.
and
I have
Irina.
the sight of Tyr himself.
Okay. Dark
So
vision.
we're gonna make what you roll up there with your dark vision. We'll make the first roll of damage.
Okay.
It's extremely cold in there.
Okay.
You get in there, you're able to take a peek around from what just you quickly are in there for like 6 seconds, right? But you take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
You don't see anything. But to get out, you take another amount of cold damage.
Okay.
You take 11 more points of damage. But
Okay.
you're able to see, quickly look around. Now you can't do. I'll allow you to make an insight roll as well.
An insight or perception?
Well, because you're kind of searching, we'll say, I'll allow you just to make an insight roll just because. With disadvantage because you're exhausted.
You mean investigation?
Yeah, investigation, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Sorry, guys. It's easy for you now
Okay.
since your sheet is right out, right?
Huh?
I would like to go in there and just smell and look, because my perception is way better than my investigation.
I'll let you roll with the instead of your investigation. I'll allow you to roll with your perception.
Okay. So a 19, because it would be a flat roll.
That's right.
With the smell.
You don't see any. There's nothing. There's just moss all around here. You guys can see
Okay.
kind of on the map here all this green or brown. It's called brown mold.
Then at disadvantage, it would be 18.
Yep, that's fine. But you don't see anything stored back here or anything like that.
All I see is mold.
Let me just double check. brown mold feeds. I don't want to read it off to you. So yeah, there's just a ton of brown mold back here.
All right. Then I'll come back and be like, just a ton of brown mold. That's it.
So this is likely how they make sure to chill the wine.
Well, it's safe to
The
assume
question-
that the people aren't down there.
We can always ask them when we go get the townsfolk.
And I didn't see like any passageways or anything else like that.
You guys have explored the whole winery. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I did notice that the
Yeah, thanks.
druid called some flock of birds to fly off somewhere, and they might come back. So I guess the question is do we want to rest or go get the people who own this place? It's only high noon.
It's taken you guys probably about. I'm gonna move. Yeah,
Oh, maybe not.
Marcus is right. It's you guys have been in here for about an hour, so it's around noon.
How far was the people away from us when we were?
4 hours. Back to
Ooh.
Chris.
No, the village people were only like 20 minutes, I thought.
Yeah,
From
if
the
you want to,
family?
yeah, if you
Yeah,
want to go
the
to the
villagers.
Do you wanna
Wanna
go
get the
to camp?
villagers and walk them back here?
You want to go get the Martikovs.
Yeah, want to go get the masters of wine? We actually probably could go get them, get the delivery, and get it back to town before dark.
Yeah,
And
I-
then
well,
when
we
they
get
that
the
they
delivery
fled
because it's
south.
poison.
Well, I don't
Like-
know. I don't know anything about wine.
The
Davian
wine's poison.
Martikov.
Yeah, we should probably like warn them that some of their batch is poison.
Yeah. Just probably.
Because it would be
Probably
very
cut
unfortunate
bottles.
that their
Marcus, don't
main
you have
source of
purified food and
income
drink?
is bad.
Yeah.
Mm,
Maybe they just didn't keg it right.
I mean, yeah, I can always purify it. Just have to ask Tyr to give me his blessing.
Is it a level 1 spell?
Yeah.
So if you want to do it, I'll allow you to purify all of it using a level 1 spell if you want to.
I don't want to fiddle with the wine until we get the wine people back.
So you're gonna go to the Martikovs, guys, right? Everybody going to the Martikovs?
Sounds
Uh,
good to send-
On our way out, we see the ravens again, right? Because they're still on that
Yes.
first floor.
Yep. And the one raven
Okay.
on Noni's back, who by the way stayed out, that didn't go in with you,
Yeah.
obviously.
Can I feed one of the ravens half of a ration?
Mark it on your character sheet. And you
Right,
hear them all
I'll eat-
chirping,
I'll eat
and
the other half.
Noni kind of understands they're happy.
Yeah, I'll feed. Actually, I'll give all of them. I'll give them a whole ration.
Yeah, we don't do divisible rations, guys.
Oh,
You
well,
just
I was
either
gonna
all
eat
or
the other
none.
half. But...
Yeah, just unit measurement is 1. Unless it's just like a little snack or something, right? So,
They
you
are
guys,
delighted.
any other things you guys want to do before we go to the Martikov camp?
I want to ask the ravens a couple more questions to
Okay.
know what they overheard. I don't think we need to like ask specific questions, but anything that they overheard the druids talking about while they were here, and where the ravens that left are going.
You speak to us through your mind, but they were speaking with their mouth.
Were there any words that you did understand? Because there are some that you can usually pick up.
Sorry.
Well, that is fair. Did they do anything strange, or did you see anything strange?
They tossed the house, but they do not like the ravens.
Oh, they don't like you. You weren't working together.
Be careful.
Well, I'm always careful, but I'm also a large stack of hit points, so it should be fine. So, do you know where your friends went?
I will roll. Which direction?
We saw them fly off south, right?
There is a hill south of here. A hill of stone. Zzz. A circle of stones.
And you think that's where they were commanded to go?
Maybe.
Could you tell them when they get back here to come find me?
Yeah, where will you be? The bird is just with you still. It's not left you.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to the ones that are
Okay.
still there. And
Okay.
I'm going to explain where the town is approximately in bird migratory patterns. Like,
Make a persuasion roll because it's
Jeez.
pretty cold up there, and they don't want to fly north. So the DC is 20.
18.
Yeah,
So
they don't want to fly north. They say it's too cold up there.
All right. Well,
They're all
If
kind
I
of
drop-
speaking in unison, right?
yeah. If we drop by back again here later, would you be willing to give me an update of where those birds went?
We'll try our best.
Please remember.
Do you want to have them meet us at the fork in the road in, say, 2 days' time?
That would be an excellent idea. How about in 2 sunrises, 2 hunting days, you come and you meet us at the place where the dirt splits.
We will meet you since you got rid of the druids.
Yes, I don't. They seem like assholes, and I don't think that they were very nice druids.
You are much
I'm
nicer.
a very nice druid. Yes, I'm a very nice druid. We can be friends. And I'm going to feed them a ration as well.
Thank you. They all kind of congregate around and just start pecking at the ground as you lay the rations out. They kind of look up you with a sense of satisfaction. Anybody else want to do anything? No need. Are you finished?
I think I'm done. Unless anybody else has any other questions they want answered. Cool. That's
I
it.
don't think they're useful in a winery.
What do you guys plan to do? Are we going to the
I mean-
Martikovs now?
Yeah, I think we're just
Yes,
gonna go
yes.
talk to the Martikovs and tell them the situation.
Okay. So you guys, let's go. You guys go back to the camp. David Martikov, he's an older man. I linked a picture in our World Anvil last week in the general discussion in Discord. I will actually link it though now for our Twitch and stuff like that. Just so people are like, hey, okay. And he's the owner of the Wizard of Wines with him and his family. His family is pretty extensive. He doesn't have his wife. Esmeralda, you put it together. The picture must have been of his wife, right? Up in there, up in the thing. It must have been, someone keeping a personal affect so close. But he has a pretty extended family. He's got sons, daughters, and like grandsons. There's probably I'd say a dozen family members at this camp. And you walk up to him, he's got his staff, he's sitting around a camp. They don't have a campfire out or anything, but they look like they're trying to disguise themselves, as best they can. And they say, they kind of get some attention, when you're coming there to see that. And they all stand up and they come over. Who's going up to speak with them? Marcus.
Marcus?
In full plate armor. They say, Lord, what did you find?
We found a lot of humanoid druids who seem to have ransacked your winery, and many, many twig creatures that all were trying to kill us. Some of them ran off, but the place is clear.
Oh, thank you so much. He goes up and gives you a big hug.
Oh.
And
I hug him
the
back.
little kids come up and hug you guys a little bit. And they say, did you find the gemstone? Were any of them
No.
carrying it?
No gemstone, and one of our friends tried the wine and almost got sick.
Oh, we'll have to throw it all out.
Well, I might be able to help you purify it, but I didn't want to mess with your stock. I'm not a...
Please, can you
Connoisseur
do
of
anything?
wine. Well, why don't we walk you back there
Okay.
and make sure everything's in order, but like
He
I
starts
said,
walking with you to the place.
this may not be safe if the druids, because some of them did escape.
Well, a couple days ago they took over. They've been attacking the winery for the last month, trying to get the gemstone. The clans from the mountainside, he points to a giant mountain, mountain range to the south, enveloped kind of by mist. He says they must come from there. They come down from the mountains, but they must have taken the stone for some reason. And
How did you acquire this stone in the first place?
I got a little buddy coming in. Look at this. Little buddy is entered in to the fray. What was the question, Mallory?
How did you acquire this stone relic?
1 second. Let me get the little buddy out.
You're muted.
Yep. Oh boy.
Yeah, okay.
Little buddy searching for answers. Something, asking some question. What was your question again, Mallory? My hearing isn't so good.
How did you get the relic in the first place?
We don't know where it came from. It was passed down generations and generations through the Martikov line. It helps us make the wine. But it is what it is.
How does it help?
Fine.
Well, he points to the clouds in the sky. You know, you guys can see this cool cloud effect up in the sky here. In the center now, if you zoom out from the camera. It's always cloudy here. So it's hard to grow crops that will last year-round. Some say the great spirits of the woods gave us these gemstones or ambers to help grow the trees and vines and woods. And we've just always had them in our family line, in our house.
Am I sensing bullshit from that?
Make an insight roll.
Are you sensing bullshit?
I mean, my sense is very high, but I don't think that's gonna help.
Yep, you have to roll an insight check.
It's a 9.
9.
My passive.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Can you still run the vineyard without the gemstone?
It will be hard. Wherever they stole it, we'll need it back, but we need a place to live. I mean, we couldn't stay in the camp forever. My brother does own the Blue Water Inn in Valaki, so if something were to happen to the winery, we would have to go to Valaki, but it would hurt all the people here in the valley with no wine being made anymore. And nobody but the Vistani trade with us. So the people would suffer without the shipments.
Well, one reason that we came out here this far was we were brought by the Bitburger of Kresk to retrieve his shipment.
The Burgomaster?
Yes.
I know. It's a foreigner land for you, Lord. So you're not accustomed to all of our ways and traditions. Yes, tell the Burgomaster you're grateful and your blood pact has been paid. For now, but if you wish to help us further, you should try to retrieve the stone. Esmeralda, roll a survival roll. To track the druids that went south.
15.
You could track them as they ran off into the rain, you know, with the muddy tracks. You could definitely track the druids where they ran off to, and maybe where they came from.
So remember that one druid that, was supposed to be talking druidic, but accidentally spoke in common and said they cannot stop the ritual?
Well, he did say it in druidic, but I have whispered it to everyone.
Do we want to try to stop this ritual that's possibly happening?
I don't know.
The ritual was successful. That's why they left.
Or did
What?
we just kill them or scare them? Did we just kill them or scare them off before
Yeah,
they
they
could?
said something else. I don't know if I got a chance to tell
Didn't-
you all.
No.
It said the ritual is ready. We are under attack. Go.
Well, didn't they run away? And didn't the Ravens say a few of them had left the days prior? Could this be towards the south, kind of that hill they were discussing?
Likely.
I say we I'm not a huge fan of these druids. I say we try to sneak up, see if this ritual is an actual thing happening.
From
Sneaking
context
is
and
my-
connotation, did I understand that to mean the ritual was there and it was ready and done, or the ritual was somewhere else and was
Whatever I wrote, I mean, I could pull up the chat log.
right? But I'm saying, like, from context.
He says the ritual is ready. We are under attack. Go.
Okay.
Sneaking is one of my best attributes.
I feel like we have a very sneaky party, I'm not gonna lie.
You can at least scout ahead a little bit.
I heard that, Marcus.
I think
Thanks,
Irina
Lloyd.
wanted to ask a question.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I don't remember it anyways.
Oh, sir, what's in the basement of the winery?
Yeah, what's with the mold thing?
We use the mold to refrigerate the wine cellar. It's very dangerous, but that's why we try to keep it hidden behind the doors, a secret door, so none of the little kids, can fall into it.
And is it just a corridor, or do you hide like an extra room in the back?
We have some guests. We can have you sleep upstairs in the rooms if you need to. If you need to rest before you venture south, maybe to find the ritual that you're talking about. Maybe they have-
Esmeralda. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Should we continue and find him fast, or do you think that we're at this point just could rest?
I say we
Okay. Yeah. For spell slots, I know.
What are these slots are referred to?
Yeah, I'm no spell user, but it seems as they only can do so much in a day.
I actually do have a question. What is it? The old guy who owns the winery. I'm gonna ask him. So you said your cousin was the tavern owner of what was the tavern called, and where was it?
Blue Water Inn. It's my brother. He owns it. I can look up his name if you want me to.
Yeah.
In Valaki, he said.
I'll tell you his name. Give me a
Big
minute.
city.
Yeah, we've never been there.
It's east of Crest. You'd have to travel north and east.
Okay.
Do you happen to have a map of this land or area or something?
Roll a persuasion roll. The DC is 20.
Oh,
We'll say it's
really-
actually a little lower since they're civilized. It's 17. And you can
Since
also
you're-
spend a fate point if you want to.
I might be inspired by it depending on my roll.
My brother's name is Erwin Martikov.
What was the DC? I rolled an 18.
Passed it. He's like, since you saved the wine, sir, I will give you my last map. We do not travel much anymore since we just run the winery. We do not leave here. Guys, go to the map up top here.
Well, I mean, we could always copy your map. We have a pretty intelligent wizard that can
The map
doodle
is
some
now
stuff.
unlocked. I can unlock it. I
Wow.
clicked it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just, I think it's Fog Award. Yeah, it's just Fog Award.
This map is interesting. It's darkness everywhere.
Sweet.
It's filling up.
Except the place we've already been.
Oh my god!
Yeah, more
Oh,
of darkness.
We only know where the.
We forgot where Crest is. Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's everything.
Woo!
He hands you the map. You look at it, and this is the whole map of Barovia.
We get to see everything.
He's like, it's been in my family line for generations. You rolled so high on your persuasion roll. And he's a civilized man. And it also just helps you guys out, venturing out, right?
Arena, how far did you
I
run?
ran that far.
He says
That can't
he
be
points to
right.
the points to the
Man, it's
map.
on the glutes.
He says, if I were the druids, they're probably close to the mountain range up here.
Oh, here.
There's a hill out there, an old hill called Yester Hill. It's an old gathering location for the mountain folk.
Does it have, by any chance, a circle of stones?
I'll roll an insight check for him to see how much more knowledge he has. He does live nearby. He doesn't know. He's like, I just tend to the wine fields mostly. It's a half day's travel to get there if you want to track them down. So I suggest you all look kind of bad. Little beat up. Rest here for the night and then you could go maybe. That's what I would do.
We'll be okay with that.
That way too we know if the druids come back, you're here to help us for now. You guys are all made his way back in and he's like, the family's checking the stuff. They've checked the belongings upstairs, Esmeralda. Everything's in place. They know you haven't stolen anything.
One of the kids is missing his toy, but
Yes.
Well, no, that was
Papa,
the
where's my
druids,
toy
that-
at?
The druids, obviously.
Look what the druids did to Bucephalus. What do you guys
Just take
do?
it in my pocket, take my chick, click, click, put it on the floor, and it just goes like tick, 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 tick. Here you
give
go.
it- do you
can
give it
have
to
it
him?
until we leave.
Oh, thank you. Marcus?
I tell the guys, like, do you want to check your wine and see if it's bad? I could purify it.
You have my blessing to do so. May Voltun guide you.
So how many times do I have to cast it?
We'll just say once.
Okay.
Because it's kind of an RP thing, right? It's not going to be like all
Right.
technical about it.
Okay.
And they say, thank you so much. Tell Erwin that you helped us greatly. And he writes out a letter of some kind. He stamps it with the seal. He says, here. He hands it to Marcus. Thank you,
Thank
my
you.
lord.
Oh, I will not take it.
What do you want to take instead, Irina? He hands it to Irina instead, actually.
No, it's okay. I just asked about it, so I just assumed like
He hands
That's okay,
he
Marcus.
makes another one
he's
and
the-
hands
he's
it
the
to
bad
Irina.
guy.
He writes out another one, hands it to Irina, and he says,
Double.
I have not been to Wallachia in many years, but hopefully this will do you good. And at least you'll have a warm bed, a hot meal to stay at. And he points to the map of where Wallachia is. The city of Wallachia is right there. Next to Lake Zarovich.
Garbage.
And it's all coming back to you. Irina, do you want to ask any questions about the map? See the village of Barovia where you came in from over here?
Yeah.
Pretty cool map, huh, guys?
Yeah.
This isn't the map they made out, so somebody, I don't know who it did, but somebody made this map. And I was like, oh, this is a really cool map. Now, some of the DMs, they give you like a tattered, beaten up, dumb looking map. And I think this map is just way cooler, so whatever.
So I ran west, right?
So what I'm going to do, guys, is we'll add this to One World as a tabled map. And then I'll remove this part of the map, right, because there was just a fog of war on it. And then I will actually unlock this in World Anvil for you. Of course, you could always
Thank
just
you.
Google and cheat too, but we don't want you guys cheating now.
I found Peanut.
Peanuts under the stairway. What do you guys want to do?
Soon after we left, he
I know, we're just kind of messing around.
Um,
Peanut was following Sinros, who jumped into his hat. We have a 9-minute warning. Do you guys want to do a long rest here at the Martikovs?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Let's check out the long rest timer. So right now it's like noon. Now what I've done with the travel times, guys, is I've used it. As I've used based off lunch break heroes, we've increased the size of the map essentially because some of the stuff in the logic of the game didn't make sense before. So you guys have to wait, till 10:30 to rest again, and then you guys would wake up at 6:30.
Could we potentially travel back to town and give the letter, or do we just want to rest here and then just
You can.
go?
No, you can't. To give the letter, yeah, you could give a letter. The letter was to his brother Erwin, but he writes out another letter, stamping it, and gives it one to Irina and Marcus again, another letter saying you guys have done the deed to save the winery for now, but they're still missing the gem. So there still will be no more wine shipments for the foreseeable future until the gem is recovered. or amber is
Are
recovered.
the ravens still around?
The ravens, I will say they've flown out into some nearby trees. They're kind of just making sure everything's okay. Because Noni kind of wanted them to be like a little patrol almost. So they're out just kind of watching around, making sure. So far, nobody's attacking, or no druids have come back to attack.
I'm gonna feed the one that requested a beetle.
That's a bit of a question for.
Go ahead, Sinros.
You wouldn't by chance have a brass brazier and a lot of charcoal, would you?
Roll a persuasion roll. Now, you already have all the charcoal you need from when I think you burned up something from before.
Like
And
burn the vineyard.
Like burning the vineyard down a little bit.
Like a vineyard.
They're already but the rain has kind of put out most of the flames. The vineyard is quite large, so large parts of the vineyard are not destroyed, but they're just happy they're back in their house. They're not really, I mean, it is what it is. There's there's broken windows and everything, and they're trying to do the best they can to repair what's there. Sinros, what's your question?
I just rolled a 5. I was just wondering if they had those two items.
They don't have a brass brazier, but they have glass blowing equipment, but they don't have the brazier and stuff that you need exactly to roll it. Of course, you can spend your fate point. Okay. What else do you guys want to do? Shall we call it a session, since we had a 2.5 hour long battle? You guys can, of course, role play or do anything you want for the next 5 minutes, or ask me any questions. Or should we just call it?
I'm gonna spend some time with the ravens and attempting to make them essentially friends.
They're already
feeding
friendly.
them-
They're already very friendly with you, because you've
Right, but I want to
basically.
make them willing to do things for me.
What do you want them to do exactly?
I want them to be willing to. I know the one's going to travel with us, but if he comes back with a message, that they would be willing to take that message wherever we need it to go.
Now, here's the issue: it's like your helm is just a great way to communicate, but it's
Mhm.
not like command animal, which is a second
Right.
level spell, which is what the druid casts.
I would like to try an animal handle or persuade,
Sure.
whichever one, them to be more friendly with us and be our allies.
Do you want them to kind of follow you around?
No, they can stay here. It's just I would like them to make them more like official allies instead of.
They're
like...
already your allies,
Okay.
so they would
Then I guess
join
that's-
you in combat. That's what you're
Okay.
asking for. In nearby, of course, but they have their
Yeah.
own flying seasons and so forth to travel for. I'm just
Yeah.
going to go down the line. Irina, is there anything you want to do?
Nah, I'll tune my instruments and I'll just sit there and I'll tune them and strum a melody or something. Maybe the kids could come
Roll a
gather around
performance
me
check.
and it's a good thing I have a +9.
As you begin, as the night, goes down, it gets a little darker out. As you guys are just winding down and trying to catch some rest. There's no time
I
crunch
did a
right
24.
Yeah, there's no time crunch right now. You guys aren't really being pressured to do anything. Thank God. I've also flipped the counter over. I've just kind of moved the time up for our next session to 6:30 is when you guys are going to wake up. But the kids love it. They're singing along with you. They probably haven't had this much fun. In medieval times, this is a way they would enjoy it. Since Marcus has purified the wine, they say they'll give each one of you one of this Red Dragon crushed wines. I actually haven't made, there's a whole wine list. So if you want to take a bottle of Red Dragon Crush, you can, of course.
Oh,
It's
that's
very
kind.
valuable.
Thank you.
I actually have to
Yes.
look up
Thank
the
you,
value.
yeah.
But you guys,
This is the first time I've seen this.
you guys are
Wow,
all
never heard
drinking
of it
this
before.
great Vistani wine, but now you guys know where it comes from. Let's go to Mallory. What do you want to do?
Yep, I think, that time I'm gonna help them do a little bit of repairs around their house. Because I'm guessing everything's been a little bit blown up. And
Yeah, I don't know if there's a role associated to that, but there's
Wait,
not a building role. But yeah, we'll just say you help them out, and you're
Yeah.
repairing the windows. You're boarding the windows up. They have to order the glass from. They have some glass blowing, so eventually they'll repair the windows on their own. But it'll take time. They have to go gather sand from the beaches or order it from the Locky, the other little equipment.
yeah, and then I would also show the kids how to change my chick into a music box.
They're very impressed. They've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
Wow. Marcus,
And
what do you
then
want to
when
do?
it opens up.
I guess I'm just gonna relax.
Smoking some pipe weed.
Yep, just relax.
Esmeralda.
Gonna chop some firewood, and then I will
He's
go
very
relax
good at that.
Marcus. Yes, it's very relaxing for me.
Thinking about Tom Brady. Let's go to Mist.
I'm gonna attune to the staff.
You're now attuned
Wait,
to the
no.
staff.
The staff of evil.
You're attuned to it, which means it takes up an attunement slot.
Okay.
There's nothing negative about using it unless you actually strike out with the quarterstaff, and actually have to make this wisdom save.
Okay.
And I forgot, I have to relook at what exactly happens. But
Are you able to make
you're attuned to
custom
it.
items?
Yes, you are. Like Marcus was rolling with the Holy Sword of Testimony. Let's go to Sinrose. What are you doing, Sinrose?
Gonna join in with Irina and like play on his flute a little bit and use illusions to help.
Roll another performance check. Now the Martikovs, all the money they had upstairs. Since you guys have been so generous to them, they're going to give you guys some money.
Ooh.
So Esmeralda has to write this into the book or split it up. So instead of stealing the money, since you guys have done these performances, you guys have spent the night there doing really well. Let me pull up the map to see what they had upstairs. They not only give you guys some wine, but you've basically saved the vineyard for now. They give you 50 gold is still a lot of money, but without you guys, they would have never been able to have the vineyard back because the Druids had totally ransacked it with hundreds of dozens of these monsters. They give you the gold locket worth 25 gold, and they also give you 25 gold, 130 Electarian pieces, and 175 silver pieces. So they give you half of all their wealth, whatever they have. And
Very generous.
They say if you get the Martikov guy tells Irina, the leader here, I forgot his name already.
How many?
His
silver
name is
pieces?
Davin Martikov. Sorry, what was the question?
How many silver pieces? Sorry, I missed
175.
that.
I'll divide that later.
He tells
when we're done.
he tells Irina, if you get the gemstone back, we'll give you the rest. Because then we'll be able to do our business again.
If we what? What'd you
If
say?
you get the gemstone back to us. And then Noni needs to make... Noni knows. Noni doesn't need to make any roll. But if you give him the stone back, that means you won't have the amber yourself. So you have to make a decision whether you want to give them the stone back. And then also you think about what the fortune teller, Madame Eva, told you. She said, bring me the stone, but not this stone. A different stone. So there's more than one stone in Barovia. And something is going on. You don't know. Something magical tied to all these stones. And that's where we will end.